Evening, evening. Oh, how is everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another live. How is everyone tonight? Just finished watching that Brazil-Japan game, and Brazil sneaking a win there at the end. What did you make of the game, guys? You enjoyed that game? I thought, to be honest, Japan, they'd done their best, but they just didn't have that forward line really to keep that ball up there. And yeah, but they played well. They played well. But big up to everyone. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Much appreciated. Let's welcome in my guest tonight. Guy, mate, how are you doing? How are you?
Can't complain, mate. Another day, another dollar, bro. Let's go.
Another day, another dollar. Are you in a good mood tonight, mate? Had a good day?
Yeah, I had a good day. Good day. I'm still acclimating to UK time, as you could tell as we had that conversation backstage. I didn't know what time it was. But yeah, like I said, spent a week in the States. And then obviously before that, I was an hour ahead in Budapest and Romania and Austria. But yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You look chilled, man. You look chilled and calm, mate. You look like a guy who's been had a good time.
Spurs ain't playing, bro. I'm fully recovered. My recovery's done. I've now been
sober. You sober tonight, mate?
Pivot.
You sober tonight?
Yeah, man, I'm sober tonight. It's all good, bro. I won't be when this stream ends. I can tell you that, but it's all good. But yeah, no, I got an email today saying I've been picked for first team starter on the pivot for our futsal league. So yeah, that starts next week, bro. I'm living life, bro. You know me, man.
Oh, cheers, man. Thanks for coming on, mate. It sounds like I had a fantastic few weeks, man, honestly. Yeah, fair play to you. Fair play to you. Big up for coming on. And Cookie, one of the three amigos, is back and he is ready to go. How are you, mate? How you been?
You know how it is, mate. Three amigos. I mean, for those of us that are still in working life, you know, he gets the pounds. For us that are on the pensions, I just get the pennies. What can I say? What can I say? I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Yeah, we had a great time away. And as the World Cup's now progressed on a little bit more, I'm sort of getting a little bit more interested in it now and watching a bit more of it, to be honest. So, yeah, all good, man. All good. Thanks for inviting me on.
Nah, cheers, mate. Good to catch up with you, mate. It's been a while, but yeah, appreciate you coming on. Last minute stream this, mate. It's just how I've got to roll these days. You got a lot of time. So anyway, big up to everyone who's joined us. Let's see who's in the chat tonight and say hello to people. Got Tom in the chat. Big up, Dan, the man. Big up, Tom. How you doing, buddy? Big up to Rodney as well. Big up, Oi. Big up all Coys, Lange out, Enoch out, Vin I out. Yep, man. They're still here. They're still here, them jokers. Big up to Simon as well. Evening all. Tom saying hello to Cookie and Guy. Also, we got Rob in the chat as well. Martinelli saving the day and Casemiro scoring. Brazilian not going deep in the World Cup. Well, they could be our opponents. You know, I think it's quarterfinals, but we're going to get into that a bit later. We might not even make it that far. Big up to you, Rob. Big up, guys. Big up to Simon. He says, Guy looks like Kevin De Bruyne.
I've heard that
tonight, mate.
I've heard that as well. I've heard that. Conor Gallagher, Kevin De Bruyne. I've had a B-Tech Beckham. I look like a B-Tech Beckham. Yeah, I've heard it all, mate. I've heard it all.
That's what I say. This is how the other half live. Me and Sheriff get compared to Laurel and Hardy. You know what I mean? Kevin De Bruyne. It's how the other half live, mate. I'm telling you. It is.
Mate, you're looking sharp tonight, mate. Nice haircut. You're shaven. Yeah, nice, mate. Nice little trim there. Did you do that, or is that the hairdresser?
He's talking to you, Guy, not me.
No, I haven't had the time, bro. Oh, he's talking to me. No, I'm just pushing it back, bro, because like it's getting crazy. But yeah. No. It's just another day in the life of waking up, getting out of bed, bro, and using a comb. A good thing is to use a comb.
No tangles.
Yeah, exactly.
We got Daryl in the chat as well. Big up, Daryl. How you doing, man? Tonali, 200 million, all in fee, wages, bonus, etc. This club, I saw us coming. Look, honestly, I saw that, Daryl. You know, I saw that posted on X. Madness. Yeah, we'll go over a few of those details. It's crazy stuff. Big up to Cyril. How you doing, man? Evening panel and chat. Evening to you. Daryl says more like Robin.
Yeah. I got that as well. A gay Robin Hood. I got gay Robin Hood. I got gay Robin Hood as well. I got gay Robin Hood. Yeah.
Oh, mate, honestly. Oh, it's cracking me up. Anyway, big up everyone for joining us. Yeah, good to be back online and yeah, talking to everyone. Please smash the like button, most appreciated. And yeah, subscribe if you're new to the channel. So we're going to talk about England tonight. We're going to talk about Spurs. Where can we start tonight? We've got Aussie Yans has joined us. Big up Aussie Yans. Hope you're good.
Oh, the king of positivity's back, bro.
Here
Let's
he is.
go.
Good opening panel and chat. And yeah, let's crack on. Let's crack on. Yeah, look, England game, guys, at the weekend, 10 o'clock. It was painful at times, wasn't it? I know they got the job done second half. Bellingham and Kane stepping up to get the 2-0 win. I mean, look, what did you think of it, guys? Honestly, honest opinions on that performance and just generally how England have been playing in that group stage. Guy, do you want to go first, mate?
Go first. No, I'll let Cookie go first.
Good.
I'll let Cookie
you
go
first, mate.
Go on, Cooks.
Come on, man.
Go
We're
on,
Dyer,
Cooks.
aren't we? We've got more Eric in us than Eric Dyer. I mean, Croatia game was okay. Don't get me wrong. At least we looked like we was up for scoring a few goals. The Ghana game, luckily, I was in the air, mate. I didn't even see it. And when I got home and watched the ITV highlights, do you know how long they were?
How long?
Less
5
than
minutes?
2 minutes
2 minutes.
for the game.
That's too long, mate. That's too
And then
long.
I heard what everyone said about it, and I thought, well, I was really glad I didn't see that. And then Panama the other night, first half, loads of huff and puff. Second half, yeah, we got the goals. Did we ever look comfortable as such? No, I'm not impressed with the back line he played the other night, to be fair, but I don't know who was out injured and who weren't, who he was resting, who he weren't. I just don't think we've been very good, Dan, so far. But we're where we are. We won the group. Got the old Dr. Congo at the weekend up against Dr. Tottenham. And we'll see. And we'll see how that one goes at the weekend. Oh, sorry,
Wednesday
night.
Wednesday.
Wednesday night. Yeah,
Yeah, it's Wednesday, bro. It's Wednesday, bro. Oh, well, here's my experience. I can't really talk about the experience versus England versus Croatia because I was there. It was one of the best footballing experiences I've ever had of my life. First half was a muchness. We were getting behind them. I don't know because I don't know how it was on TV, right? So the away fans, the England away fans, just didn't stop making noise. I don't know if that came across, but it was constant noise. The first half, we all thought, "Fucking hell, we're fucked. This is bad." And do you know what I really do enjoy? The countdown from the crowd when it's like 5, 4, 3. That was really enjoyable. I enjoyed doing that. The hydration breaks, not so much. But yeah, the first half was dire. Then we all kind of like decided, right, we're all going to get a bit drunk. You're not allowed to bring booze into the stadium, but we brought quite a lot. And we ended up getting drunk. And I don't know what Tommy Took said to them during the half time, but they came out fighting and it was like a goal. It was a goal salad, wasn't it? It was a goal extraordinaire salad from Waitrose, not Aldi. It was an emotional night. We sung Wonderwall to the players. The players were crying. I was crying. People were crying everywhere. Hey, Lisa. It was a good game. I liked it. The Ghana game, that was disgusting stink fest. You could tell what Tommy Tooks was doing. Did it remind you very much of Frank Ball? Lob it to the wings, inshallah. Just lob it to the wings. Did anyone else notice that? Yeah. Right, just give it. Shit. Yeah. Right, so Ghana were playing a 4-5-1 the whole game, pretty much, right? So they were man marking Bellingham completely out the game. That's why he wasn't there. They weren't attacking centrally because there wasn't enough. So we were giving the ball to Noddy Shitawake and Anthony Gordon, who were useless.
Yeah,
they're useless. The thing is, they don't have the pace and power to get past these players, and they don't have the technical ability to get past these players. So they were getting ganged up on 2-3 people, and there was no central play. Harry Kane missed a sitter. He laced it instead of instepping it. What happened there? So glad I didn't watch that game or go to that game. I was out of the States by then. And but last game, the score kind of, if you were to just look, oh, England won 2-0, you would think, oh yeah, England had a good game. That was not a good game. Come on, man. Come on, man. That was not a good game. I'm starting to spot a pattern, right? So it seems like what England are doing in the first half. In the first half, so in the first half, it seems like all they're doing is testing them. It's, to me, it's just like that's wasted time. And then all of a sudden they get their little Tommy Tooks half-time break, and then they start performing like footballers. I just, it's very, it just perplexes me, because all of the action, quote unquote, and intent comes from the second half only. But that's my kind of thoughts. It just seems a bit negative football, just, pass it everywhere we go, sideways and backwards everywhere we go. And we're going to be facing low blocks left, right and centre anyway, because we're England. They're just going to capitalise on our mistakes, and we've got mistakes in us. I don't know. I'm still hyped though. But it's not as much fanfare as, say, a Spain or a France at the moment.
Yeah, look, I'm going to tell you my bit in a minute. I just want to say big up to Lisa, evening to you, Cookie, my guy, loving the facial hair. Big up to
she's got a soft spot for Conor Gallagher. That's why she's loving it.
Big up to Scott as well. How you doing? Just want to make sure. Big up to Richard as well in the chat. How you doing as well? Big up to Ghost in the chat as well. Thank you for joining us as well. Just want to make sure. CEM's in the chat as well. Evening to you, CEM. At Tottenham, we are counting down from 90 minutes in anticipation of the end of the game. Evening to you. I just wanted to make sure I said hello to everybody in the chat, and I'll get the other comments up in a minute. Look, there's so much negativity around England after these.
Oh, your mic's dead.
You've muted yourself. Oh, something's gone wrong.
It's all right, Cookie. It's what should we really say? What we think of him? What I mean?
Go on, tell you this. The geezer's such a melt. I don't mind telling you. It's only what you told me the other day. We can't hear you.
He's having a boomer moment. It's on the mute, bro.
On the mute button.
Mute. There you go. Still can't hear you, mate. If it's not his internet,
go out, come back.
What about now, guys? Am I back?
Here we go. He's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Fucking hell. This audio just went. Hold on 1 second. I can't hear no one now. What about now? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
I'm fucking jumping in and out. Hold on.
Oh, here we go. It's all going on here, people.
Oh yeah, it's balls to the wall, pure professionalism here, mate. It's all professionalism here, mate.
Yeah,
we get paid top dollar to do this, bro. Let's go.
There you go. So tell us what you really think about England, Guy.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I mean, look, oh, here we go. Is he back?
Fucking hell, guys. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, my lead went there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, what I was saying is about the group stages, England not playing well. It's nothing new, is it, for us, really? No. Honestly, we could criticize it to death. Of course we could, and we should do, because it ain't been great. But there's some issues, isn't there? I don't know where you want to start tonight, guys. I would say let's start off with that. Let's start off with our shit wingers. That's a good place.
I was about to say that. You read my mind. I was about to say, can we talk about the wingers, please?
Yeah.
I've got a lot to talk about.
The four wingers, right? Four wingers that we've brought to this tournament, right? Saka's injured, right? Yep. He's not the same player. Wakey, I just don't know this guy. I don't know how he can play for England. He's got a lot of running, dribbling pace, but no final ball. Then you've got Gordon.
Even when it's an open goal. It's an open goal.
Yeah, he's not good enough. And honestly, and you got Gordon on the left there. He's only good when there's space, right? Gordon is only good when there's space. He couldn't take past that Ghanaian right back. Yeah, so he's ineffective. And then you got Rashford, who's very hit and miss, isn't he? Like, he gets himself in so many good positions, but his final ball is dreadful. He's got a goal in him, but you just never know what you're going to get out of him, to be honest. And the low blocks in the last two games, we've really struggled to break them down. And it all comes back to, for me, is the balance in midfield as well, and who's playing in the number 10. Now, for me, what's been frustrating, we can kind of build from the midfield and talk about the attack because it's all kind of one, really, isn't it? It all kind of leads on to each other. I mean, to be honest, Rice and Anderson, we don't need those two players playing. Yeah, not in these type of games. They're too similar. That's the problem for me. We need a passer in there, a progressive passer next to. I would go for with Anderson. I think he's playing better than Rice right now. I would, Mainu's not getting a look in. He's the only kind of player who can do that in the squad. Why didn't we take Adam Wharton? Absolute disgrace, really. Now watching this England side, where's the passer? We definitely missing. So he's playing Bellingham. He's moved Bellingham in, isn't it? It's the number 8. I think he's better there than the number 10. Lots of running, lots of energy. But I mean, we do get caught out a little bit with him there because he's, positional play. We get a bit caught at the back there. So, guys, just initial thoughts on what I was saying. Whoever wants to go first about anything really.
First this time because he's got a lot to say.
Yeah, no. Our wingers. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with our wingers, and we'll go through each player, right? So we got Noni Madueke, right, who fits into the same style of winger as Elanga and Tell and Odebert, and also what's that other winger? There's a couple of wingers that fit the description of. Can get it past a couple of players, but has to cross it into the box because they can't score to save their life. I mean, he missed an open goal. And it took Bellingham to come in to do Noni's work. Bellingham came in, did a deep run from the wing and scored. Noni is shocking. He is part of that winger. He plays exactly like Elanga. He plays exactly like Tell, right? He will get it. He'll hold up the ball. Then he'll use some explosive. I'm using that term lightly. Use an explosive bit of pace to get the ball past the players, then cross it into the box. But the thing is that doesn't work if you're getting doubled and tripled up on. So he lacks any technical ability on the ball. Now, when it comes to Anthony, he's a P&P merchant. Like P&P, pace and power. That's it. He will kick the ball into space because the ball travels faster than the player, and then he will run to that ball and then get it inside. Or he'll cut inside and do, the Thierry Henry thing. So he's just pace and power. So he's not a very technical guy. He's not going to dribble past like 4 or 5 players. Got Marcus Rashford. Now, I watch Marcus Rashford for every game for Barcelona that he played because you know that I follow Barcelona. He's a good player, but he's not amazing. Otherwise, Barcelona would have kept him. He is a moments player, always been a moments player. Yeah. He's very good at getting a shot off when he cuts inside, right? His shot will just come from nowhere. Problem is, how many times does he score versus miss? This is the thing, and like I say, he does it a lot. He did it a lot for Barca, and he wasn't scoring as many goals as people think he was. He was okay for Barca. And then what you got, Saka? No offense, what has Saka done all this season? What has Saka done? Like I asked my brother this. He's an Arsenal fan. I was like, "What has Saka done?" He's like, "Brother, I don't care about Saka. We didn't get the league because of Saka. Let's just say that." And it's just. Saka's injured, and you could see that he's not this star boy anymore. He's not got the same amount of explosive pace or power, and he doesn't have a good technical hold-up play anymore. You see when he's come on, he looks rusty. Yeah, no, our wingers are basically 5 and 6s out of 10s, bro. That is it. 5 and 6s out of 10s. They are no Elises, they are not Rafinhas, they are not Vinny Juniors, they are not Yamals.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Rashford, he did get a lot of goals. Well, quite a lot of goals and assists, but he's playing for Barcelona, right? They're pretty good, but he is a moments player. He definitely is a moments player, and I don't think he's the answer. And then it goes back to, and I'll go to Cookie here. We didn't bring the likes of Foden, Palmer in. I know didn't have particularly good seasons, but I don't think this squad has been built purely on form. Henderson is included. John Stones has been injured a lot of the season. He was brought in. I don't really buy that argument from Tuchel. I think we lack that kind of player who can do something out of nothing. And the wingers for me, and I even question the likes of Morgan Gibbs. Why? I think he should have gone. I think, Bowen didn't have the best seasons, but I much prefer him than Madueke. I just, Cookie, what is going on with that forward line there, in your opinion, mate?
Well, we can sit here and say he took the wrong players, can't we? But, you've just listed a load of players there that whether they've had a decent season or not, if he's going on form, I suppose, that's why he's took the players that he's took as such. Because, Saka, Saka, I don't even know why Saka's there. And I'm not saying it because he's an Arsenal player. I see him for when he come on as sub the other night and he just looks burnt out. He just looks burnt out. He might be recovering from the injury.
Yeah, he's not fit.
I don't think he's fit, mate. Because that weren't the Saka. We've all seen Saka. We know he got his sharp movements. He'll go down the line, cut inside on the old left peg and all that business. He was trying to do that the other night, but the geezer was with him all the way. He tried it a couple of times. To me, he don't look fit. Who else we got? Anthony Gordon, apparently against Garner the other night? He was not very good.
Yeah, it was terrible against Garner. He got dispossessed off the ball 4 to 5 times.
Yeah, I was in the air at that time, but I did hear someone say about Anthony Gordon. Marcus Rashford, I thought first half the other night against Panama, he didn't look too bad because at least he wanted to sort of have a go and try and get past them. But second half, anonymous, absolutely anonymous in the second half against Panama. And then you've got, who else we got? That's it, all 4. I've spoke about all 4, haven't I? Yeah.
They're all shit. They're just shit.
Yeah, they're
not very good, are they? They're not very good.
They're not. And if we go back to what Guy said about, what did you call it? You said it was Thomas Frank football, right?
It was. Was it not? It was just make sure the wingers got it. It was just lob it to the wingers.
Who's the technician in the midfield in that, if you take away, Rice, Anderson, Bellingham's not it. He's a lot of running power.
Well, he was man-marked. Yeah, he was man-marked out the game the entire game against Ghana.
Yeah, but Panama, he was better, weren't he? I thought he was better.
Yeah, he had a
Panama.
touches on the ball, yeah.
Yeah, look, it's just, for me, it's just something's not right with this.
What did you make of Morgan Rogers in the 10 or
ineffective? I didn't see him do a lot. Did you?
No.
I think they're all getting in each other's way. I'm going to bring up something in them. I just want to say big up Scott in the chat. Big up to David Clark as well. Evening to Carl as well. Evening to you. Big up Dan, mate. How you doing as well in the chat as well? Hope you're good, man. Enjoyed your stream earlier. Yeah, Colin's in the chat as well. Big up, Colin. Yeah, just want to make sure I say hello to people. Go back through the comments in a minute. So look, let me just bring up some stuff from the game. Let me just bring some stuff up here about the kind of congestion in there. Can help us talk in the conversation about it. So look, the England lineup, we all know, we all saw it, and I'll just bring that up now. So yeah, he was playing. So he's got in looking at that, he's got Bellingham and Rodgers ahead of Anderson. And then you obviously got that forward line there. But I felt Bellingham was a little bit deeper than that, guys. Did you think that? We can go to the average player position. Let me go to the average player positions a little bit.
Kane was definitely deeper than that. Kane and Bellingham were quite on the same level at some points.
Well, look at it there.
That's the level, the same part of the field.
Yeah. Look at the average player positions there. So, if you remember your numbers of the players, all right, guys? Yeah. Just go to that one quickly. So we got the number.
Yeah.
Number 10 is Bellingham. Morgan Rogers was 17. Anderson 8. Yeah. And I'll go back to the there we go. So look, quite some congested there in the midfield. And then if you look at Panama, how they were set up and why it was difficult, look at that.
Yeah.
They just blocked it. They just blocked it.
What Panama tried to do was make the football pitch as wide as possible from a defensive standpoint, but also trying to contract all of their attackers through the center. So it eliminates our fullback. So we're going through congestion. So we would have to over congest our midfield. So yeah, it's just not that they scored any goals, but that's what they were trying to do. Bless them.
Yeah. So look, second half, I mean, Bellingham, Bellingham, I thought he played quite well. I did. I think he played quite well. I thought he was the only one really looked like he was trying, but it was just running, wasn't it? And he got his goal from a set piece corner. Nothing to get so excited about, but he got the key goal. And then after that, maybe Panama opened up a little bit. And he went on that run, didn't he? And he crossed it in for Kane to make it 2-0, and that was job done. Now, it was a lot of huff and puff, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Guys, going back to the kind of the midfield there, would you, and there people in the chat as well, would you prefer to play maybe next to Anderson, somebody like a Mainu in there? I don't think Tuchel's going to do it. This is the problem. I think he's going to stick with maybe now Anderson and Bellingham, and then maybe Rodgers a little bit pushed forward. What do you reckon, guys?
Well, the problem is the time for fucking around and finding out is gone, mate. We're going into the knockout stages. Sorry, we know this, right? The league phase of the Champions League, the group phase of the World Cup, right? Obviously, we knew that we were gonna get out of this group. All we were worried about was Croatia, right? Because they've done us in the past, but they're not the same Croatia. Funny how I've seen Vuskovic live twice, by the way, just to let you know, in a Spurs shirt and also in a Croatia shirt. Just saying that. But what was I saying? But yeah, I just think the time for finding out is gone. We're going into the knockout stages now, boys.
Yeah, I get that. But looking what he done in that game, he changed it to the Ghana game, right? Because it weren't working. Do you think it was any better what we saw against? Obviously, we got the win, we got the 2 goals. Not as good a team as Ghana, though, are they, Panama? To be honest, did you think that's? Do you think that,
mate?
Yeah, I get that, but look, Cookie, do you think that is a better starting lineup than it was? What's your thoughts on Rice and Anderson playing?
I don't like it. If that's how we set up there, I didn't see the Ghana game. Like I say, I was in the air, I only saw the highlights. But if he sort of set up 4-1-4-1 with first half against Panama, I saw Bellingham dropping off a lot to come and get the ball first half. Not so much second half. I think they made a sub and they pushed him up a little bit further, England, and dropped. I can't remember who they brought on, but he seemed to be playing further up in the second half. Listen, I'm not confident with England if you say to me that's the back 4 with just Anderson in front of them. Because I think you saw against Panama, we can be opened up with those players, if we get broke on. Although, like Guy says, and he's right, they didn't cause us any major issues. I think they had one effort that went just over the bar or just past the post, if I remember. That was a bit tight.
They scored, didn't they? They scored late on, didn't they? It was just offside.
That's right.
Yeah, it was offside
as well. So look. Again, guys, right, all the fucking about time has been for the last however long, 18 months, whatever it is.
Friendlies.
He don't know, does he? He doesn't know his best side, does he?
No, I don't believe he does, mate. I don't believe he does. No.
Let's go to the chat. Dan says, Tuchel is Z Herman. He wants simple efficiency, not flair, and he's gone for how players have been in general, just not name. He definitely has. Let's go to the chat. I just want to keep going in the chat a second, see if anyone else has made any comments. Bear with us. Yeah, look, I don't know. Look, I don't want to get too bogged down in this group stage stuff, but we do need to have a little chat about it because it's about moving forward as well in the knockout stages. So I'm a little bit unsure. Let's just go to the chat. Big up to John in the chat. How you doing, John? David goes, there's no doubt the world's best team of midfield players that can do everything. They can all pass. They ain't afraid to keep the ball when they come under pressure. They can run past people. Just a good comment. Anderson, I think he's tidy. He's a tidy player, isn't he? Doesn't give the ball away. Quite efficient. But for me is where's that player in that midfield who's going to make that line breaking pass? Who's going to do something a little bit different? Who's going to play a 1-2 around the box? Going to open teams up? Go on, Guy. Go for it, mate.
I'll tell you, he's going to do that. Harry Kane with his ping diagonals, mate. He's been doing that in every game.
No, he didn't do it in the Panama game, no, did he? I didn't see him do that. It was congested. You had Rodgers, you got Bellingham, you got Kane. They're all taking that central roll up. So it's just all a little bit congested in there. And as you saw how Panama, they just flooded the midfield. and it was just hard work. And then when it went out wide, the wingers were just so poor. So we didn't even create any quality chances from the wings.
Yep. This is what I'm saying to you. When you've got Bellingham and look, Kane is always going to drop deep. He's been dropping deep for time. He did it for Tottenham as well. Like, let's not lie about it. He's not like Lewandowski or Oliver Watkins, who's like a poach merchant, right? He likes to be in the thick of it during games. Now, if you've got all of that congestion in there, you're right. The problem is, imagine if someone was to take it forward. Do we think Harry Kane and Bellingham, say for example, someone was to push it forward with a dribble pass, whatever, they would able to run up to into the box to receive that ball? It's just, I don't know. It's just I know you say don't get bogged down by the group stages, but I've watched every single England game because I go to the friendlies, right? Because I get the caps. If I go to the friendlies. I have, since Thomas Tuchel's come in, I've not seen any change of play. It's the same style of play, bro. England have been playing exactly the same way.
What, same way as Southgate? Because people did say it's no different to Southgate football.
It's no different in the sense of speed and motion of play, but what I'm also noticing, I don't know if it came across on TV, but whenever I see England live, like in the stadium, you've always got Jordan Pickford telling players to keep going up the field, and you see, like, I watch the manager, right? So I see Thomas Tuchel using his arms to keep saying push up the field. I don't know if that comes across on TV, but it seems like the goalkeeper wants the players to push up the field, like the manager wants the players to push up the field, but you've got these people that are just drifting in the halfway line. I don't know, bro.
Scott says no, Trent. He didn't take Trent. Don't get that at all, really.
Good.
He would have been great
Trent
for a game like, against these low blocks, putting in a good ball into the box, man. It's criminal, isn't it, really, and not taking Trent? I don't know. What sort of season did he have at Real Madrid, guys? I
Absolutely horrific.
He was
absolutely horrific.
Nothing.
He was horrific.
No assists, nothing. No good play from him.
I didn't watch every game, but every single game that I watched, I watched Real Madrid about 6 or 7 times in the league, and every single Champions League game, he's not been performing well for Real Madrid.
Did he start all those games? Did he always start? I don't really know.
Some of them started, some of them didn't. But when I've watched him, he's not been. A lot of Real Madrid fans don't want him. They want to get rid of him. Yeah. But Real Madrid fans, what they're like.
He's still got quality, isn't he? He's not going to lose his quality. Maybe he's just struggling to adjust, really, to playing for Real Madrid, the pressure, playing for Real Madrid, new league, language. Yeah, no, maybe he'll come better next season. But again, it's a bit of a strange decision. And even with the right back, he played, what's that bloke play? That bloke used to play for Liverpool.
Kwanzaa.
Is it Kwanzaa?
You've got Kwanzaa at right back and Konza.
Yeah, that's it. Cheers.
Back. Yeah.
I just don't get it. Spence was a right back, right? He's got the same problem with Spurs. They only like to play him on the left. Obviously, he came on, didn't he? Because Kwanzaa got injured. I don't. It's a very strange decision. But look, let's go back to that midfield dilemma. Now, moving forward, obviously, we're going to play another low block, aren't we, on Wednesday, Congo? It's going to be exactly the same. They're going to have Wizzo, he plays for them, doesn't he? Wizzo, is that right? He plays for Congo, I think.
Yeah, Wizzo,
they're going to be trying to get us on the counter attack, sitting. But what are we going to do in this one? How is Tuchel going to improve the creativity of this team centrally? Because the wingers are not up to it, are they?
Because I'll tell you why. Because David Clark has put the correct answer to this question.
Where is it?
Further down.
Okay, let's have a look.
You'll see it down under the "Is anyone deserving out yet?" Under that one.
Anyone deserving out?
Yeah. 854. 854. Under that one, David Clark. There you go. That answers the question.
Harry Kane has to come.
Yeah, go on, Dan. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. Harry Kane has to come to the ball because he's the best passer of the ball in the squad, or most squads. Will be far more dangerous with players like Bellingham running beyond the opponent's defence. Well, so okay, I get that. That's what we were doing before. No one's running in behind, are they? No one's running ahead of him.
No.
It's
No.
not working, is it? It's all a bit congested. Maybe because it is these low blocks and it's just no space. Maybe we'll see it better against teams that are going to open up a little bit. And, looking ahead, if we do get past Congo, it's probably going to be Mexico in Mexico City. I don't think Mexico
team,
are going to
Mexico.
sit. I don't think they're going to sit there. They're going to attack
No.
England.
Be a hard game
Mexico-
that though, Dan.
Yeah,
Huh?
Be a hard
Mexico
game,
are an attacking team. Mexico,
Exactly.
because I watched the what's it? The American football final. Where it's usually Mexico that always wins it. I don't know what the competition name
What, the
is,
Copa
man.
Liberatis or something like that?
Yeah. The CONMEBOL or CONMEBOL or whatever. But it's either USA or Mexico win, right? So I watched that, and Mexico got some good players, and they're a very attacking team. So I think that will be a good test. I think Mexico will be a good test.
So that will suit us if they're going to be a bit more attacking, right? It's going to suit England
We'll
because
see.
we're just terrible against the low block, aren't we? We're really struggling. Looking at like their last results, Mexico here, they're pretty good, right? So going back to, obviously in this round, they got Ecuador in the next round. They beat Czech 3-0, beat South Korea 1-0, South Africa 2-0, Serbia 5-1, beat Australia 1-0, Ghana 2-0. They drew against Belgium and they drew against Portugal. So look, they ain't lost in quite a lot of matches. Some good results there. Obviously against the European teams, Belgium and Portugal, they got draws against. So they're no mugs. They're no mugs. Scored in the, so from what I've read there, 1-7 drawn, 2 lost, 0. Scored 15 goals, only conceded 2. So they're a handy side. I can't say I know many of their players. Anybody? Cookie, go for it, mate.
Could we just like to give a stat that I read out on my show today? Mexico have lost twice in the Azteca Stadium in 103 games. Just wanted to let you know that before we get to play Mexico.
When was their last defeat there? That's what I want to know. When was their last defeat there? Anyone know that? Let me look.
I ain't got a Scooby-Doo, mate. I really don't know.
Because I saw them beat America to get that little cup.
So when was Mexico's last defeat in? What's the stadium?
Azteca.
At home. When was it? Let me have a look.
Probably when Argentina beat England in '86, something like that. The hand of God.
Yeah.
It's searching hard, man. It's searching hard. Hold on.
Yeah,
I want to know this now.
Yeah,
it's searching. It can't find it. It must be a long time ago. It's really searching hard, man. Unless anyone in the chat knows, check the comments, guys. Someone might beat me to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they lost against the USA on the 15th of August, 2012. That was their last defeat. And that was a friendly.
And we're just going to turn up there at the weekend and, beat
14 years. Let's hope Ecuador knock them out. Let's hope Ecuador knock them out.
It's a big mindset. You know what English players are like with things like that?
That's crazy.
Oh, my God. If Brazil haven't done it in the last however many years, then how are we going to do it? You know what I mean? It's like
I'm sorry, but man to man, we've got a better team than Mexico.
No, I agree. Mentality, though, Dan. It's mentality.
Oh, when does man-to-man talent mean anything with England, man? Give that a rest,
I know, but
no, I'm saying sorry. The mentality to go there and win a game. Against a team that's only lost twice in that many games at home. That's what I'm talking about.
No, it's a good point, man.
Look, we're better than this lot, like Dan says.
And then there's the altitude everyone's going on about as well. The altitude, the players are going to struggle with the altitude. Is that a load of bollocks? Or is that something? Is that an actual thing?
Yeah, I mean, altitude can have an issue, but the thing is, these are professional.
They should have been there long enough to cope with that. That shouldn't be a problem. But you always know European teams use it as an excuse when they get beat.
Yes. Remember the Bodo Glimt fiasco when we first played them. Oh, they've got a plastic pitch. Oh, it's freezing cold. Oh, you better. I was like, these are professional athletes, bro. Shut up. yes, it affects the game. But we are talking about like this fine type of margin, man.
Yeah, I'm not having
Come
it. Look,
on.
we'll go on to kind of predictions in a little bit. Let's go back to that midfield dilemma, right?
Yeah.
Let's go back to it. Look, David in the chat says Bellingham is only 75%, but without him, England look cooked. Anderson doesn't look £100 million player when Rice. What's that? What's he saying next to Rice there?
Tapioca.
It isn't on the pitch. Look, I don't know, guys. Why isn't Colin says why isn't Morgan Gibbs White and Hall out there? Yeah, another one, the left back Hall, he should have gone as well. I'm not sure about O'Reilly. Very one-footed, isn't he? But let's see what
That's the same as Jed Spence, my man. Let's go. He's the king of the 1 foot, bro.
Haven't you
Maybe
noticed
king of the
with,
one brain cell as well, but you know.
O'Reilly's? I mean, he's scored some goals, didn't he, for City last season? Yeah, it's good. Looks quite good technically, but I think he can be got at. So we'll have to watch that one. But we got no one else, have we, or to play on the left back? Spence. That's it. It's just poor again from Tuchel, isn't it? How he's put this squad together
Our
going to this
defense is
competition.
terrible, though. I've got to say that our defense is horrific, bro. Our defense is horrific, man.
I don't think it's great at all, man.
This way, to keep going, probably after the Congo match, as long as we get through that, we're going to have to score some goals because, boy, we're going to concede some.
Yeah, we're gonna have to outscore teams. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. And Scott in the chat says I don't love Manu, so probably would stick with Rice and Anderson. Manu played in the last competition, right? Didn't he? Played in the final, didn't he? Last in the Euros, right?
Yeah.
I think he's that player. He can just do something different, isn't he? He can turn with the ball. He can create space. He can make things happen. Intricate play. I think. To be honest, looking at it, I'd rather us bought Wharton, but he's not got a look in there. It just don't make sense. So it's crazy stuff, man. Honestly, I don't know how Wharton didn't get in over Henderson. He's bringing Henderson for his experience in the squad. There's enough players. We're not having to bring Henderson there.
But he's the funniest person he's the funniest person in the camp. He's the funniest person in the camp, innit? He brings up the morale.
Of course he does. Yeah, what a load of bollocks.
It's a load of bollocks.
Anyway, what about what? Honestly, guy, fucking hell, you
But that's what people have been saying, though.
Let's take this geezer that ain't good enough for the Premier League no more, that plays in Saudi Arabia because he makes the team smile.
I mean,
that's what they've been saying. That's what they've been saying.
Another Ben Davis, lads. It's another Ben Davis, isn't it? It's another fucking. Honestly, it's why. Why bring him
people are like, why are you trolling? But the thing is, this is what the mainstream media and the players have been saying to us. What are we doing?
Honestly, it's mental. It's mental. It pisses me off, to be honest, when I think about it.
And look, again, another comment in your chat here, Tom Kingham. It's further down, Dan, but I'll just read it out. Wharton instead of Henderson. I'm sure Adam Wharton can make everyone laugh if he wants to. Do you know what I mean?
No, bro.
I mean, come on, man. This is about football, not giggles.
Yeah, well, this is it. And if we want to criticise Tuchel, we can. And the thing is, right, we're through, right? We're through to the knockouts. We've done our job. Whatever you think of the performances, we're there. Yeah, and I'm going to talk a little bit about expectations shortly. So just want to finish off on that conversation. Guy, are you starting in that central midfield? And people in the chat as well. I'll have a look in the chat in a minute. Are you starting there? Who do you want to see there moving forward now?
I don't know.
It looks like Tuchel's going to change it game by game anyway. It looks like he's going down that route.
I mean, look, they're all relatively good players. It all just depends how they play. I'm always about to say how they play.
What's missing, though, Guy? You've watched the games, mate. You've watched the games. What is missing? What is lacking?
We know what's missing. We know what's missing.
Tell me, what is it?
Well, again, we say this with Spurs, being able to progress the ball within the midfield via that dribbling, passing through it or passing over it. That is what we call creativity and playmaking.
Exactly.
So essentially, that's what we're missing: creativity and playmaking. If Harry Kane has to drop so deep to push diagonal balls to the wings, what the hell is our midfield doing? If these players are dropping so deep, like Jude Bellingham playing as a defender for 20 minutes, what are we doing? We're just passing the ball in a horseshoe, hoping Harry Kane or one of the wingers run into the box. It's pretty simple. It's exactly the same thing that Spurs have got wrong with them.
And it's why you need a Cole Palmer. It's why you need a Phil Foden
Yeah, but he's been
in your squad.
Phil
Look, whether they're
Foden,
on
I agree
form or
on.
not, whether they're on form or not, what happens is, Guy, right, when you look at a player, yeah, and for argument's sake, right, you look at a Cole Palmer and you think, well, when he went into Chelsea, he was superb, right? I thought he was a very good player for Chelsea, created a lot for him, which is what we're talking about, right? Progressing the ball, running with the ball. He used to do that, right? Listen, there's a saying in football, and you've probably heard it, Guy. Form is temporary, class is permanent, right?
Well, why didn't he show class for all of the games that he played for
Listen,
England
no
during the
one's
friendlies and the
perfect.
qualifiers?
Guy, no one is going to play a zillion unless you're Ronaldo or Messi every game.
We're not asking for every game, but not one game did he play well for
They're just
England.
asked to play so differently these days, right? You get a different manager in. They come in. They stop players doing what they're best at because they want them to fulfill something else in a game.
I'm just talking about Cole Palmer playing for England. I saw those games live, bro. I saw those games.
Guy,
he was dog shit.
I'm just chucking a name out there. I'm not saying he's the best player in the world. I'm just saying he's a creative player.
Not for England. He's not. He hasn't shown that at all in the friendlies.
Look, I don't watch England enough to comment on that. All right, so I can't sit here and say I disagree with you because I honestly I don't. I lost interest.
He's not shown it. That's the problem.
I lost interest a big time in England a long time ago, Guy, because it's just like a cycle at Spurs. You watch the same shit. The same shit happens every now and again. They'll give a team a blasting, and then when you expect them to win, they get beat.
Yeah, like I say, I agree with you. If Cole Palmer and Phil Foden were actually doing it for England in the friendlies, like they were picked during friendlies to show Thomas Tuchel what they were supposed to do, and they completely played like dog shit every time that they were picked. So for me, if we would have taken Cole Palmer and Phil Foden to the World Cup, I would have just been like, but they've been playing like dog shit for England. I agree that we are lacking creativity. Now, who's going to give that? I can't talk about players that he's not taken. I can only talk about players that he has taken. Yeah. And the thing is, you've got Bellingham, who's relied on that. He's a number 10 playmaker, but he's also a box crusher as well. You've got Harry Kane, who plays a lot in the midfield areas and progresses the ball. We've got Morgan Rogers.
Oh, Guy's frozen there as well.
He's not been pushing it off. He's not been pulling it off quite well. But yeah, it's just in that midfield area we are weak, and in defensively we are weak, and unfortunately even in attacking we are weak, especially in the wingers, and that's the way it is. This to me is not a team that fills me full of hope. It doesn't.
Who would you have took differently, Guy? Now that if for argument's sake, now, right, you've seen the 3 group games, so your best position, you've seen it live.
Plus, I've seen all the friendlies for the past year as well.
You've seen it live. So, listen, I can't go deep into players that are in England squad at the moment. Like I say, I don't watch them enough. You are because you know. If for argument's sake, after the group stages, you could change 4 players. Boot 4 out of the squad and bring 4 in that you thought could get the job done to a certain degree anyway.
Yeah. All right. So first off, get rid of Noni Madueke. He's dog shit. Put in Jared Bowen. Now, Jared Bowen has had quite a horrific season for West Spam. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's hit the woodwork more than a twink in Soho. So, you know, that's well, it's true.
I like it, bro. I like it.
It's true.
He's not in the squad, mate. What are you talking about Bowen for?
No, he asked me who I would replace him.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
So I'm just going to go quickly.
Let's talk about players who we've got in there, mate. Honestly, we can't talk about players we can't get.
No, I just said to him, if we're so shit, who would you? What if you could change 4? Who would they be?
Quick one. Yeah, one.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So Noni for Jared Bowen. I don't know. I mean, there's so much, but the thing is, it just, we have to go with the players that we've got, and I just look at the players that we've got, and I just don't.
What was your midfielder guy? Who was it? Who did you decide on in that central central midfield?
It's definitely Bellingham. The reason why I choose Bellingham is because he is technical on the ball. He does provide some flair, so that's nice to watch. And he also is a box crasher.
Do you think he's
Also,
technical? Do you think Bellingham's technical? Why
He's
do
more
you
than
think
he's more technical than what he's more technical than Noni Madueke.
Oh yeah.
And
No, he's a winger
Anthony
though. I'm talking
And
about
he's got
central
2 feet
midfield.
as well.
Why
can
do you
play
think
football.
he's technical?
And
That's
because
an interesting one.
Yeah, the reason why he's technical is he can progress the ball past the man that's on him, whether in releasing it to somewhere else, a little flick, a little kick, I don't mind. Like he can, for me, when I say
Why can't he
technical,
play
I
10
mean-
then? Why can't he play 10? Like if you need a technical player in a 10. Why isn't that working for him in the 10?
Well, one of the games he was completely man marked for the whole game, and he wasn't able to get away from the man marking. That guy stuck to him like glue. And unfortunately, Jude Bellingham is no Messi, Ronaldinho, or Ronaldo, the real Ronaldo, the phenom, not CR7. Look, these players are 6 and 7s, man. And I know it's a meme, but we've got 6 and 7s. We've got
Okay, so you're going
6 out of
Bellingham
10s
and
to 7 out of
Anderson
10.
or Rice?
Yeah, I would go Anderson because Rice at the moment has got a knock, and I want him to be as fit as possible when we progress because we need him on set pieces. And you could tell how better we are at set pieces with Declan Rice than we have without him.
So you're going Rice, yeah? Rice and Bellingham.
No.
right?
For me, I would let Rice have a good couple of days off. I would let Rice have a good couple of days off because I think Congo we should beat without Rice. Let him have a day off, bro.
Okay, so it's Anderson and Bellingham in the double
Yeah.
pivot, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Okay. And Cookie, mate, who are you going with?
No, fuck that. He's an Arsenal player to start off with. I know it's England we're talking about. I don't give a fuck if he's got a knock or not. He's supposed to be the best number 6 in town, right? We're in a knockout competition, right? At the end of the day, if he ain't on the pitch and we lose on penalties, he ain't playing in it again anyway, is he? Right?
Sure.
Get him on the pitch. Get your best players on the pitch doing, it's the same as what we say at Tottenham, Dan, doing what they're best at. Round pegs in round holes, yeah? You instruct them what their job is when they haven't got the ball, yeah? And when they have got the ball, you tell them to play football. It ain't hard, is it?
No,
These are meant to be the best of the best that we've got.
So we're going Cookie. Who was that? Rice and who?
I'd go Rice on his own in the 6 against Congo. As we progress on, depending on how other teams play, like you say, teams might open up a little bit. You might get away with even going double pivot further next as you move on. Yeah, because as teams come onto you and you break them down and you've got 2 of them in there to break it and progress it instead of 1, yeah, and progress the ball up the pitch that way. But I would play against Congo, I'd play Rice, I would play Bellingham in the 8, stroke going forward 8, that sort of, coming back, sweeping up and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I'll probably still go with, I'll give Rodgers another go. I just think you've got to sort of, these are meant to be the best coaches and managers that are out there. And for these players to be in, like Guy was right, exactly right what he said. You got Kane dropping off. You got Bellingham in that area. You got Rodgers in that area. And they all want the same bit of space. You got to give each other a little bit of space.
So what is that then? Because there's not going to be any space on Wednesday. So
No.
Who's playing in the number 10 then? Eze? You would go Morgan Rodgers over Eze?
Yeah, I'll give Rodgers another go.
Yeah, I'd go Rodgers over Eze. Eze to me has not proved that he's at that level. I'm sorry, he really hasn't. I have not seen anything from Eze in an England shirt, or the only good thing I've seen about Eze is when he plays against us because he loves it against us, doesn't he? But like that whole season for me, I'm not convinced if Eze is at that level yet. I have not seen anything from Eze in an England shirt or an Arsenal shirt that says to me he is first choice in that midfield.
Just look at the midfield options there, guys.
Yep.
In the number 10 there. I mean, yeah, it's quite limited, really, isn't it?
Very.
You know, look at it there. Eze or Rodgers. I don't know, guys. I think we'll have to see. I think he's probably going to go with Anderson, Bellingham as the 8, and then Rodgers again, I think. But I don't know. It's just very congested in there. Let's go to the chat. See what the chat is saying. Scott had a comment there. I just want to read out Scott's comment, and then I'll go down the chat. I think what I might have worked out is Bellingham, Rice, Anderson with Palmer in the 10. But we have Rodgers, Eze. I think they are better out wide than in the 10. So Bellingham has to play 10. I don't think he is a 10. Bellingham is not a 10. He's more of an 8, isn't he? He's more the runner up and down the pitch. I don't think he's. When I said technical guy earlier, I mean he ain't got that defense splitting pass, the clever pass. He's more power and pace, isn't it? And he's got a lot of belief in himself, Bellingham. And I think he has to start. He's a moments player. He's a player who scored goals for England. He's got to start alongside, Kane must start as well, obviously. Those two are the kind of key players. Is this England team just a moments team? Let's get to the crux of it. Or are we just a moments team? Because it doesn't seem to be tactically great. Look on the eye. It's a lot of huff and puff. It's, struggling down the wings. The fullbacks not really overlapping. Guys, honestly, are we just reliant on moments from this England side? Is that what it is going to be? And that's fine. If that's what it is, if that's gets us, further through the rounds, okay, I can accept it. But when we come across a decent side, we're going to get out tacticked. Honestly, we are going to get done. And we're going to be coming against better players as long as the tournament goes. And just relying on moments, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough. You might get through 1 or 2 rounds like that. But you need to have a system that works. And these players, they're good players, right? The whole players who've gone to the World Cup, they're good players, right? They should be able to play a system that is effective. Yeah. And then just in and out, subs, slightly change positions. This is Tuchel. Tuchel's supposed to be one of the best managers around, right? Now, this is for me, and I put a bit of a test for him, to be honest. Show us how good you are. Make those decisions, substitutes at the right time, like he did against Croatia. Yeah. Change the players who are, not performing well. It's not working. Make a change it. Yeah. This is what I'm going to be looking at throughout the tournament. Guys, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, to answer your question, are we a team of moments? Yes. Look at the Croatia game. Look how Jude came in and pretty much said, "Noni Madueke, hold my beer," and then you had a set piece from Declan Rice with a header with Kane. Look at the goals that we scored in the last game as well. I mean, look, we are a team. We are a team of moments. And you're right. Essentially, if Tommy Tukes is this great tactician, I ain't seeing the tactics, to be honest. I am not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. I've seen just bog standard, slow England play. And I've seen this for donkey's years, even before Southgate as well. It's just in our DNA. And the problem is, we do not have players that can pick up that ball, progress it with a nice dribble, then a nice turn, and then pass it on to a winger or a central forward.
Got no Gascoigne type player, have we? We've got no Gascoigne type player. We've got no Foden type player. We've got no tricky player in that kind of that final third, really, have we? And I'm more of a kind of an attacking midfielder than a winger. Look, I read something. I was listening to what the Spanish think of England so far, and they think England are one of the favourites to win the competition. And what the Spanish guys think is that England's dominating games with possession and finding ways to win, even when they're not playing particularly well, relying on the likes of Bellingham, who stepped up, Kane to step up, and they think England have been fine. And I know we're all ultra critical. We're fans. This is what we do. We'll have to see, really, won't we, in these knockout rounds, how it looks.
I think that's gaslighting, mate. I think that's gaslighting by their media to say, look, England are the best team in the world. If we beat them, then we earned it.
They didn't say the best team.
You know what I mean?
Maybe it could be, Guy. It could be right, mate. It could be just putting unnecessary pressure.
I've been doing the same thing to Scotland fans. I've been doing the same things to Scotland fans. I've been like, yeah, you won your first game. Go, you're going to win it. And yeah. Inside, I'm like, yeah, you.
just go into this question. I don't know Angry Ginge drama and backlash he's getting. I don't have a clue about it. Sorry, Carl, mate. I don't know about that one, mate. Spence was horrific for us and has no talent, but fine to take him.
Yeah,
was
man.
there better? I mean, what other right backs? We talked about Trent. We talked about who else could he have brought a right back?
Right. Obviously, he took the best right back in Kwanzaa because Spence didn't play.
Well, he's not even a right back, is he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say no more. What are we doing talking about tactics and shit like that here? Because what a right back is.
Tom says we should have O'Reilly, Maguire. Didn't take Maguire as well. Another one.
No.
We had a better second half of the season for Man United. Wharton instead of Henderson. Yeah, we all said that as well.
I think everyone agrees on that.
Is a centre back, as was the issue. She's never played right back. Yep. Big up to James in the chat. How you doing, James, mate? We will struggle versus low block teams. Congo will be one. We'll do better against counter-attacking better quality teams than teams that attack us and leave gaps. So is he saying that we'll do better when the game's more open? Yeah, is that right?
Yes.
Every single pundit, every single piece of the media, every YouTuber, everyone down the pub has exactly echoed this. Like this statement down here is just a blanket statement that everyone, you can see it. You can just see it. It's just true. Yeah, it's like we don't even need to discuss it. It's a fact.
So looking at some of the Mexico plays there, big up Raul Jimenez. They have Santiago Jimenez. Is he that bloke who he had the fantastic season at PSV, didn't he? And he was, everyone wanted to sign him. Then he went to AC Milan and really struggled. That's him, isn't it? I think. He didn't score any goals, did he, last season?
40 million euros they wanted for him. Spurs were all over it, except as usual, we didn't sign him.
Yeah, another Janssen, right? Vincent Janssen. What's this? Cheers, Scott. Honduras 2013. That's not what I read, but fair enough, mate. Maybe I was wrong. Colin, Mexico have lost 2 games in 80 odd home games. Good luck. Art says if England can't beat Mexico, they don't deserve to win the World Cup. Look, we can move on.
Of course, that's true. If any team doesn't beat another team in a knockout, they don't deserve to win it.
I was just being polite about it, guys.
I know, they're amazing. 10 out of 10. Love it.
It's the old chestnut, isn't it? It's the old chestnut. It's the old chestnut. David Clark. Sorry, Mexico can't be that intelligent. Christ's sake, they named their capital Mexico City. How lame is that?
They're a good team, though. I've watched them a good few times this in the last couple of years.
I'll tell everyone now that game, if that game happens, right? If anyone thinks that that will be easy, that game,
it's not.
It will not be.
Mexico.
It will not be easy.
Of course, it's not. It's not going to be an easy game. It's not. And Scott reckons it's Mexico-Portugal final. If you know, you know. Yeah, well, we'll see, Scott. We'll come back to that in a few weeks' time. Let me just touch on the chat. Big up to Philly in the chat as well. Evening to you, Philly.
Big up,
analyst Cookie. What are you doing here, England? Or the Spurs international scene? Poor Harry Kane. We'll talk about it if we got time. We'll go and talk about a bit about Spurs if we can have time.
Do we have to?
Yeah, I had to look. There's probably more to talk about with England and Spurs at the moment, but we will touch on them from near the end of the show. Big up to Kevin in the chat as well. Evening to you. Hope you're good. I'll give you Palmer, but Foden, no thanks. Foden has plenty of chance for England and underperformed massively. Good point. Good point. Yeah. Fair point, Kev. He has had his chance and flatters to deceive. Look, let's big up to Sonny in the chat as well. Let's just get back onto it. So we've covered the midfield. I'd probably stick with now. I would go with Mainu myself next to Anderson. Then we have to be Bellingham, wouldn't it? I guess a bit further forward. But look, I don't think he's going to do it. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. We ain't even thrown him on. The other day, he put on Henderson on. What's the point? He could have brought on Mainu. Couldn't have given him some minutes.
Dude, he was pity minutes. He was pity minutes.
Vibes,
he just wanted him to come
on.
Can I ask a quick? And it might be controversial, where it might not be.
Do it, man.
Right? But just to say, right? Is it Tuchel picking the squad, or does he get influenced on who goes? Sorry about that, people. I know that you would never think I could say anything like that.
Well,
Right?
he's no, I don't think so, Cookie, because he chose that squad. He was very stubborn with it, wasn't he? Like what he was saying, what he stuck with. I
Listen,
don't
you'll
think so,
never know.
but maybe
Never know.
conspiracy theories again. You've been
Just
listening
saying.
to someone,
That's
Cookie.
what
You've been
people get
listening to
these days.
lately, mate.
Conspiracy theories.
Cookie, the Alex Jones of the football scene.
There you go. No doubt I'll get banged up soon as well.
Okay, let's see if I have any other talking points in England's forward line. Let's talk on the forward line. Are we starting Saka and unfit Saka against Congo? What are we doing here? I mean, he is the better player out of Madueke and him. Guys, just quickly, you're going with Saka on the right?
No, I don't want any of them. I don't want
Yeah,
any of
but
these wingers.
Listen, my view is Saka shouldn't even be playing because if that's what it looks like when you're rusty, right? God knows what you
Exactly,
look like.
bro.
You know what I mean? So he
Come
just
off the
don't
bench
look
then.
fit to me, Dan, and I don't think anyone that's not fit should be on that pitch. There's having a
Okay.
knock and playing.
So
You know what I mean?
with Madueke, that's it, isn't it? Madueke.
As long as
That's
he
all there is.
doesn't shoot, that's the problem, Nonny, mate. Pass the ball, bro. You can't. You. I swear to God, I cannot believe he missed the open goal. Did you all see that open goal?
We saw it. We saw it. It was in the pre-season
Did you
friendly.
see that open goal?
Yeah. Terrible. Okay, so either here or there on that right then, doesn't it, guys? So the left, are we going for Rashford over Gordon? I'll probably go Rashford over Gordon.
Yeah, I mean, on what Gordon's shown, yeah. You've got
We've always,
I don't know.
Who is, guys, just a question to you in the chat. Who is the most important England player right now, attacking wise?
Harry
Who is it? Is it just Harry
Kane.
Kane, Bellingham? No,
it's Harry Kane, mate.
Yeah. Cookie, would you agree with that, or would you go for Bellingham? They're both very crucial, aren't they? I think.
I mean, that is the obvious answer. Bellingham, obviously, like we say, he's a moments player as well. I mean, I like Bellingham. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a very good player. I think half his trouble is his ego's overtook him, mate. That's half of his problem. And someone put in the chat earlier, there's having an ego on my show earlier. Someone put there's having an ego and knowing how good you are. There's a difference.
Yeah.
For me, he's got an ego, and his ego's a bit too much. A bit like in a different way, Rashford, he's got an ego.
Yeah.
Right? When things are going great for him, Rashford's on it like a car bonnet. Right? But if he gets kicked up in the air a couple of times, or he don't like a bit of a decision he's had from a ref, or one of his teammates has knocked his missus up or something, or whatever, right? He's just like on salt mode, and you might as well just like play with 10 men sometimes. And England don't need players like that at the moment. England need players that are all in because there's a deficiency in what's going on in the team. We can all see that, right? Someone's going to either have to have a worldie to get us through and progress, or the team have got to start playing as a team and not what look like a lot of the time a bunch of individuals.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Let's do a little bit of admin. Guys, smash the like button. There we got 35 in here. Big up to everyone joining us tonight. Get involved with your comments. Thank you so much. We got 27 likes. Let's see if we can at least get them up to 35 or push up to 40, 50 throughout the evening. Much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much. Go and subscribe to Guy from the Lane. Guy, mate, it's been a long time, mate. We need to see some content from you, mate. I know you go when you want to go. But
I don't do transfers, bro. Yeah. I don't do transfer news, bro. Sorry, I'm not gonna say the same thing every day, day in, day out. I'd rather go to the pub and get laid.
Fair enough, mate. But go and give him a sub anyway. He's a great guy. Go and give Guy a sub. And also Cookie as well, man. Cookie is on the charge, mate. Go and give Cookie a sub as well, mate. Going every morning. The breakfast show. I'm sure you all know about it in the chat.
Going on, repeating the same shit every day, just the sort of stuff Guy likes, by the way.
And, the thing is, I don't mind listening to it. I just can't do it. You know what I mean?
The Two Marks is all about the people having their opinion on the channel. Everyone knows what me and Sheriff think. That ain't going to change. Not anytime soon. So it's all about the people. That's what it's all about, Guy. You see,
It is good. Yeah, go and give the guys a sub, man. Thank you very much. So yeah, so the next thing about England, not too much longer in England now, just kind of go on kind of like how far people think this England team are going to go. You know, I've got a question. Hold on a second. Let's have a little look here. So we know the route, right, guys? We know the route. It's Congo, isn't it? Then it's possibly Mexico if they beat Ecuador.
that's it. Yeah.
And then we got probably Brazil, maybe out of that. Maybe Norway on that side, right? Aren't they? So Norway have got who are they playing again? Norway. Let me tell you guys. I've got it on my phone. Let me go over the knockout rounds. Let's have a little look here. Where is it? Here we go. Norway are playing. Where is it? Ivory Coast, right? Ivory Coast. They're on our side of the draw. So if I see if I've got any other information. No, I haven't. But yeah, and then if we get past Brazil, if they make it to the quarterfinals, then it's probably looking like Argentina. And then in the final, it could be anyone from France, Spain, the Netherlands, Portugal. Yeah. Yep. So, guys, what I can say, and I've already spoken about the challenge for Tuchel, really, you know, he's a top manager. Let's see what he does with this England side in the knockout. I've got more expectations for this England team, even though disappointed with certain players he did not take in the squad for the competition. I'm seeing that we've got a top manager in charge. We've got some top players, and obviously these players have got to show up. They've got to perform, and we will wait and see with that. But what is, where should be really quarters, semis, like the last competitions we've been in, and I know there have been the Euros, we've reached semi-finals, 2 finals. What's the kind of, what is acceptable, guys? Guy, start off with you, mate.
Final.
Yeah?
It's got to be the final.
So you think we're better than all those teams, mate, yeah?
Ooh, hold up. Wait a minute there. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Just trying to draw it out of you, mate. I want to get a bit more information.
But no, I think accepting anything less than a final from an England fan is just ridiculous. In the sense of, it's ridiculous in the sense of, if this team cannot reach a final, then we're just cooked. We should be getting to the final. There's only a few teams that I properly dread, right? Spain, mainly because of the Euros final. And France, mainly because their attacking front line is cold, bro. You got Elise, Dembele, Mbappe. Oof. And obviously we've got Argentina, and obviously because they've won it before, and obviously you have the ultimate Messi. I don't worry about Mexico. I don't worry about Portugal.
Oh, you got to worry about Lo Celso, mate, haven't you? Lo Celso.
No, totally, mate. Yeah, totally, mate. Like I said, there's only 3 teams that I think that we cannot beat. Like if you were to tell me you got to bet money on one of them to win, I'd bet on the other players. So it'd be Spain, France, or Argentina. But we should expect to go to the final. We should. But
if we face Argentina in the semis, you know, you said they're better.
Yeah, I think we can beat them. I I think they're better, but I think that we can beat them. And people are going to be like, oh, yeah, why don't you give this much optimism to Spurs? I don't give a fuck. Shut up. It's my opinion. But no, I think that we can beat Argentina, because I think that a lot of it is reliant on one player. And the problem is, any team that is reliant on one player, no matter what the team is, has a big weakness. Look, at the end of the day, Portugal won the Nations League. They beat Spain. It was a good match. So go Ronald, go CR7 for that. But I don't fear Norway, Netherlands. I don't fear Mexico or Dr. Congo. No, not at all. We should be beating these teams.
Would you accept to go and knock out against Argentina in the semis? Would you think, okay, fair enough, we're just not as good as them? Would you think, okay, Tuchel's done his best?
It depends on the game. It depends on the game. So, for example, right, so if we've got all possession but no intent to supply and we lose 1-0 just because of a piece of messy brilliance, then I'm going to be fuming because you've had like the whole game. This is one of the reasons why I get frustrated at the moment, is because we're doing F all in the first half and relying on the second half energy. Why are you wasting time? We should be 1-0 up, 2-0 up. We should be at least taking the game to them. But again, knockout football is a very different beast to phase and league and group football. So I will see what happens. I think if we lose against Argentina, that we're just not as good as them, right? But I think it's in the manner that we lose. If we get pamped like 12-0,
Yeah,
of course, like whatever, man. But if we lose 1-0 to a bit of messy brilliance, you're telling me that a whole game our team couldn't do anything against them?
No, I hear you, guys.
That's shameful.
I agree with you, man. I agree. Let's go Cookie, and then we'll go chat.
Well,
Cookie, mate, minimum expectations. Where should we get to?
Are we talking about where, as a fan or as an England supporter, what we've seen over these last few years?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you think, mate. Whatever your opinion on it is.
Think we should be, or where are we?
Holistic approach.
Look, we've been in 2 finals, semi-finals. We got knocked out in the last World Cup to France, didn't we? In the quarter-final, I think.
Yeah.
Where should we be getting to in this competition?
Well, we've got to be pushing on for the final if we've got some of the so-called best players. But again, are we playing as a team? No. If we carry on playing like the way we're playing, we'll probably get through against Congo, same sort of thing as Panama, right? As long as we don't do anything silly at the back. But then, does this team fill me full of confidence that we won't concede goals and we'll outscore other teams like a Brazil, like a Argentina? The guy's right, it is knockout. But if we're talking about realism, I think if we beat Congo and we have to play Mexico in Mexico, we're out.
And is that good enough in your eyes, Cookie?
No,
it's not. Is that where you think we are as a team? As a, what you've seen maybe under Tuchel?
On what I'm seeing right now, because you can't keep having like Southgate had, and like it seems like Tuchel's got a negative approach to games. You've got players in there that can make a difference, right? Like a big difference. But are they showing it? All right, yeah, they got away with it against Panama, Bellingham, and then the cross for Kane. Yeah, fair play. That was all that was required on the day. Do we see better out of our players when they're playing against better players as the competition goes on? Maybe, like you say, perhaps it all opens up a little bit more. You're not going to come up against these low block merchants, and people are going to rely on their footballing ability to progress in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we've got the ability to do that sort of, we know Spurs. I was going to say then we know England on their day in the past have beaten teams and beaten them big. You remember back in the day. England away to Germany and spanking them up 5-1. No one would have ever said that at the time. So it can happen. Have I got any confidence in them to go and do it? No, I haven't.
No, I understand that, bro. Same here, man.
I just feel the same.
Okay, so quarterfinals, you think that's
about Spurs?
So last 16, mate, for you then? Yeah, last 16, and that you think that's where we are? Yeah. You don't? Okay, that's interesting.
Not unless the play improves, Dan, drastically.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. It's your opinion, mate. I get it.
Same way, that's where we'll be. I think if we do get Mexico, I think Ecuador would be difficult enough, to be fair. Because you saw against Panama the other day, right? They didn't do a lot when they broke, but it was how they broke. And then you've got to imagine when there's better teams, you've got a Brazil doing that to you. Do you know what I mean? They're going to rip you to bits.
Well, we won't have the much as the ball, maybe, as Brazil. Brazil may have more possession, so it'll be a different game, won't it? I think it's all yeah. But I get your Cookie, mate. It's interesting, isn't it? Such an interesting discussion. Now, for me, I mean, we've got to be making. Look, so what we're doing, we've got to be beating Mexico. I'm sorry, I know it's a challenge playing in their stadium, and it could be a banana skin that one. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we get knocked out, but I'd be disappointed. And then after that, it's Brazil. I think Brazil, it could go either way. This is the thing, really. Could go either way. They've got some talented players. They're not classic Brazil. They're not the best Brazil we've seen over the years. Yeah, I think it's a winnable game, that one.
Dan, if you don't mind, you just interjecting there. You watched the Brazil game tonight against Japan.
Not all of it, mate. I have to go back and.
What I will say is right.
1 second, mate. I've just got a phone call, mate. I'll back in a second.
Yeah, go on, mate. What I will say is that if guys listening, I don't know if you watched it tonight, Guy, but what I noticed was, and the commentators were right, when Brazil had the ball, because of the players they had, they were fine. Casemiro, Bruno.
They're off the ball players, terrible.
Off the ball, mate, they can be proper got at, but a lot of it is speed of thought. Do you know what I mean? It's like getting that move going. When it's broke down, you've got the ball and it's like bang, 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 get at them, take them all out of the game immediately. And that was how Japan scored their goal. Brazil
don't scare me. Sorry, they haven't scared me in years. No. You've got Cunha up front, who's crap. You've got Vinicius Junior, who isn't the Vinicius Junior of old. You got Rafinha. See, Rafinha is supposed to be on that left wing where Vinny goes, but Vinny won't change, so they put him on the right. Rafinha is shit on the right. He's shit on the right for Barcelona. Anyone who watches Barcelona more than 3-4 games and they put Rafinha on the right, he's crap, right? So when Yamal gets injured, they put Rafinha on the right. They don't play as well. Casemiro is over the hill and washed. I'm sorry, he's been washed for a very long time. Brazil's defense is probably as bad as ours. I do not put any faith in it at all. It's probably worse. Brazil are just the only thing Brazil have got is Vinny, and that is it. That is it. And he's trying to get the golden boot of the group stages at the moment because look at all of the goals that have come through. I think Cunha scored one and Vinny scored most of them. But yeah, Brazil, I don't fear Brazil. Brazil are not scary for me. Argentina will dismantle Argentina. What are we doing? Playing FIFA 1v1s here, bro? I'm going to be.
He meant Argentina will dismantle England. Well, Argentina, whatever you think of them, they play as a team, man. Yeah, they are. That is going to be a fucking tough game.
I tell you what, I agree with Cyril, Danny. You know, he says Brazil haven't impressed me, but I'll tell you what, Brazil against Japan tonight, they weren't brilliant. But have England played as well as Brazil played tonight against Japan? No, we haven't. No, I don't think so. At least they're creating stuff.
Yeah, the team. Remind me, because there were a couple of friendlies where Tuchel put out the B team of the B teams where he put Calvert-Lewin up front and. Yeah. We lost to Japan. It was the first time that England had lost to an Asian country in like so many years. But again, look, you got Mitoma. Mitoma's a class player. Again, no, when it comes to knockout football, I think that we could take
Brazil dominated that game today against Japan, man. They dominated that game. The statistics there, they had 19 shots. 4 big chances, completely outpassed them, man. They deserved to win it, although, they made hard work of it. Japan, no mugs, they haven't lost in a couple of years. Hard working side, but they just don't have the quality, have they? To be honest, that would have been a shock if they had not beaten Japan. And it's a team in its early stages. Teams will grow throughout the tournament or should get better as the games go on. This is where it really means now. This is business now, these knockouts. And they got the job done, but I still think we could beat Brazil. Would I be disappointed if we don't beat Brazil? Yes. So then I'm looking at who's after that. Who are we talking about after Brazil? It's Argentina. Yep. I don't think we'll get past Argentina. I don't. I think I just don't think we will. I'm just not. Maybe my opinion will change if we start playing better in these knockout rounds. Maybe I'll have a bit more confidence. But right now, I think semis is the best, and we might even make that. Brazil's not guaranteed. But again, we've got to play better. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Tom says we have to get to the final.
Yeah.
Art mentions the Netherlands. I think the Netherlands have got a good side. I think they've been quite good in this
I don't.
competition. I saw the
I
game
don't.
against Sweden. They smashed them. You don't think so,
Yeah,
Guy?
but
Have you watched their
Sweden.
games, mate? Have you watched?
Yeah.
Have they not
Nothing
been
really.
impressive?
Nothing. Well, yeah. The only two teams that have impressed me so far has been Spain and France. That's it.
Fair enough. I haven't watched all the Netherlands game. I just look at their team. The players they got. They solid side. They've got that Bobby up front, who's a handful.
Yeah, solid but
Gakpo,
not impressive. Sorry.
Gakpo. They've got who else have they got in midfield? They've got Reinders. They've got a lot of Premier League players, haven't they, in that side? So I think, they're a good side. I don't know how far they'll get.
So do we.
Netherlands is a better team than England, Art says. Scott says England losing to Argentina in the semi-final is respectable. Yeah, I think so. I don't think we're man to man. That defence, England's defence is nobody there that great. Keeper's not great. We still ain't got the balance right in midfield.
Wait, you
Our
think
wingers
Pickford's
not
not
good
good?
enough. He's
Wait.
right.
You're telling me that Pickford's not good?
He was fucking toilet the other night, mate.
No, he's not good at all, man. He doesn't really give me any confidence.
What
Scott
the fuck
says,
was he doing coming out for that cross and punched it?
I don't
Thought
know.
he was Superman or something. What's going on?
He keeps coming off of his line, and I don't know why, mate. I don't know why he keeps coming off of his line.
He's got an error in him, that one. He's got an error in him. Yeah. Scott says going out before, I think, would be disappointing, even losing to Brazil in the quarterfinals. Fair enough. Surreal says Brazil haven't impressed me.
Yeah,
Obviously, you
same,
said
mate.
that earlier, didn't you, Cookie? Big up to Lucky Singh. How you doing? Lucky Singh, how are you? Netherlands have played France. They got to play France. Yeah, you're right. Apart from England, come on, Netherlands. It seems a fan of Netherlands. Fair enough. Brazil, decent side, but no one worry about in defence. And then we've got.
I don't even think their attack is that good. I don't even think the attack is that good. The only good attack they've got is Vinny and Cunha. That's it.
Yeah, they're players who can score in moments, aren't they? Again, they can score good goals. And I look at our fullbacks and I think, they're not. It's not like we've got a good Kyle Walker, or I didn't really rate Shaw, but at least he'll give it, give it his all there.
Who ate all the pies, Luke Shaw? No thanks.
Yeah, not great, is he? Is this Ali? Sorry, Quez. Sorry if I pronounced that right.
Hey, Kez.
Kez.
I call him Kez.
Kez, how you doing? Brazilian central
Ali.
defenders sure know how to take a penalty. Not scared about Brazil. Any team going to win World Cup. Had some comments about the Brazil and Japan game. And then I think we're up to date. So I think we've covered that one. Let me just double check there's nothing more about England. So we had a good old chat for ages about England. We really have. Let's go on to Spurs chat. It's a Spurs channel.
Fucking hell, really?
Let's do it. We're not going to go on for loads and loads and loads.
Yeah.
It'll only take 5 minutes anyway.
No, honestly, I want to hear from you two. Honestly, I want to hear from the chat. I want to hear what their thoughts are. I ain't spoken about Spurs for probably about a week, maybe longer now. I've done a live.
I haven't even thought about Spurs for that long.
Probably much has changed in a week, Dan.
Let's go. So this is where we're going to start. We're going to start with the Spurs chat. Look, let's just go in. Let's go in. Ready? Here we go. So this is for me. This is my opinion. People who may have watched my videos in the last couple of weeks probably know my opinion. People watching may not, but this is how I see it so far. Good signings, Van Hecke, Senesi. And then not impressed. Same old Spurs. Robertson. For me, he's on the decline. Don't get that one. Dubravka, don't understand that one at all. Signing an old man in goal and re-signing Ben Davies. Just so irritating. Now, guys, Guy, Cookie, who wants to go first on this one? Then we'll go chat.
Go on, Cooks. You go, Cooks. You go first, man.
Come on, boys. I want to hear your real opinion.
Look, at the end of the day, we all, as football fans, have different opinions, because if we didn't, none of us would be here sitting talking about it, would we? You know what I mean? I mean, I know that's blatantly obvious, but, just to put it out there. Anyway, look, the only one I'm really opposed to, and I'll get on to the other two why I'm iffy about it, And people will disagree with me. I know there's loads of Ben Davies lovers out there, right? And I get it, right? And he's probably not going to play for Spurs again. And he's doing his coaching badges. They've signed him as cover because it's cheaper than to do anything else. At the end of the day, he's already there. Another year's contract or whatever he earns probably suits them down to the ground. I would say Doggy and the Robertson signing, I don't think they're going to get rid of Udogie for the simple reason we've only got one game a week next year, right? So they've got Robertson in as cover. I think you'll see him play some games. I think you'll see any time that Udogie gets a tweak, you won't see him for a couple of weeks, and Robertson will play, right?
Yeah.
Experience-wise, I get it, right? That he's been there, seen it, done it. So in the dressing room, he's probably your guy, right? So that's why I think they've signed Robertson, because they're still not sure on Udogie. That's where I am with that one, right? So top right, Robertson has been signed because they're not sure about Udogie. Bottom right, ain't got a Scooby-Doo why they've done it. I'm sure someone in the chat will tell me. Dubravka, let's move on to Dubravka. Again, I think it's similar to the Udogie and who was we just talking about? Robertson situation, whereas Kinski will be the number one. But again, if there's an injury, if he goes through a run of form, maybe that he turns out that he's not the goalkeeper that they think he is, because it's not about what we think, it's about what they think, right? Then perhaps we've got other pressing issues and he does the job. Now, I'm not defending him because at the end of the day, right, to me, they've got enough money to go and deal with a lot of the problems that we've got around the team in general. You know, everyone's saying we need an 8, we need a left winger, we need another centre forward. We'll only get so many in the summer. So, do I think they're brilliant signings? No, not particularly. No, I don't.
What's changed, Cookie? What has changed, man? What has changed? We're stockpiling again.
Nothing's changed.
We're stockpiling again, aren't we?
Yeah. You'll end up with a load of dead wood again. That's what'll happen. That's what'll happen. But listen, you, me, Guy, we don't make the signings. You know, we talk about whether we think they should be here or not, and whether we should be signing better or not. Yes, absolutely. We should be signing better than Dubravka and Robertson. Right? Yes, absolutely. But, you know, again, I think you have to draw the line somewhere. You've got, if they're going to go and get other purchases that they're talking about, that's going to cost you, Tonali on his own over his contract is going to cost you 200 million quid. Whether you think he's worth it or not is a different debate. But they're the sort of figures with the fee, his contract, all that shit, the rises that he gets. It's 200 million pound on one player with his contract. Right, and that's without all the other players we know we need that we're probably going to have to spend another 250, 300 million, maybe more. Just my, I don't know, everyone will probably say, you know what, we should go and get what we need because they fucked up in the first place. I just don't think that's the way they'll do it.
Yeah, Cookie, mate, honestly, you know, it's all about opinions, you know, we all can speak what we want and how we feel. People in the chat, you know, everyone's going to have different opinions on this, and that's your opinion, mate. You back your opinion. That's all good. Look, give it a rating so far, Cookie, out of 10.
2, 3.
Okay, so you're not impressed.
I'm not happy with it. No, not at all.
Okay. Not at all. That says a lot. That says a lot. Let's move to Guy.
Oh, me. I don't care, mate. Not all of these signings are bollocks. I don't give a fuck.
Guy, come on, man. Just give a sensible opinion on the transfer window so far.
This is sensible. This is sensible. We've signed a couple of defenders. Okay, great. and we've signed another goalkeeper. Okay, Gay. It's a 2 out of 10 window so far. We've not addressed what we need to. We need a midfielder, we need a winger, and we need a forward. Until that changes, I don't care. These players, so what? Are they better than what we've got? Yes or no?
Well, let's
Are they
go
better
for
than what
it.
we've got?
Let's go for it then. Go for it. Start off with the right or left, whatever you want, mate.
Yeah,
Go
so
for it.
Van Hecke, better than what we've got? I'd say yes, cool. Senesi, better than what we got? Okay, cool. Robertson, he's better than what we got? Okay, cool. Dubravka, he's shit. So we're having Kinski number 1. Ben Davis, re-signed for a year. Great. Oh my God, Ben Davies. We're still keeping that. Dude, to me, this is just standard Spurs bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed. I don't listen. I'll get my name's back up there now. Right. So I don't follow transfer rumors. I don't care what we're keeping money for and who we don't.
Yeah, I know, God. I know you don't care. Yeah, I get that, Guy, but I just want just your just logical opinion on what you rate so far. Obviously the window hasn't shut. There's a long time to go, but what the business that we've brought in so far, it sounds like, well, you just said it. It's the same old Spurs, right?
Same old shit, different smell, mate.
Nothing's changed yet.
I know this is the thing. Like, don't take this the wrong way. When people ask me on about this, they're like, "Stop being silly. We know you don't care, but what's your honest, logical opinion?" Same shit, different spell, man. I know I'm really bored in these parts of the segments of the streams of everyone, because at the end of the day, we've just signed a couple of defenders and a goalkeeper, bro.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Get really excited that we're spending money?
Okay.
You're supposed to get excited because we might be spending £100 million on one player when we said we
whatever, brother. I don't care, bro. Have we signed him? Yes or no? Until he's signed, then I'll give my opinion. Until then, you lot can push refresh on X all day if you want. I'm gonna be outside having a drink. At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, man. Look, the thing is, we're all on social media. Right, we all watch you. Yeah, okay, Guy, you're not, but I am. Okay, let me talk from what I see. Obviously, I check what's going on with Spurs, most days, and listen and watch YouTubers and whatever we do, what we do. Yeah, the excitement amongst the fan base since these links of Tonali and Fernandes have been, and Savinho at the beginning of the window. They're just been wild for me, absolutely wild, right? Their optimism, the excitement, the delusion that things are changing at Spurs, right? That's going on for all summer. That's been going on all summer. Yeah, the hope, right? The links, the regurgitated links, advancing. Spurs are going hard. Spurs are pushing. All this bollocks. It happens every transfer window, right? Then we sign these players. So Robertson comes in, Dubravka comes in, re-signing Ben Davis. So that's going on as well. But we're linked to Tonali. We're linked to Fernandes. So, okay, look, Spurs are changing. Spurs are moving.
You muted yourself, mate.
Your lead might have come out again, Dad.
Mid-rant as well. Mid-rant, bro. Mid-rant. He was on a flow and the internet said no. It said no flow for Dan, bro.
Still quiet.
You're going to have to go out and come back in, mother.
Yeah.
Go out and come back in. But yeah, you say this here, it happens every season. So why are they all excited every season? I can't hear you, bro. No one can hear you, bro.
Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me, guys?
We can hear you now.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I've lost you.
Back in the journalist household. Are you there now, Dan?
Right. Can you hear us? I can't hear any of you guys.
Exactly, bro.
I'm going to come in and out.
Oh, man.
While he does that, bro, while he does that, cookie. Look, I salute you for doing this every day because I would actually kill myself if I had to. Right, every season, we did not learn from last season, Morgan Gibbs White and Ezada, right? We did not learn from the season before. We did not learn from the season before that. You've been doing this longer than I have. I've been doing it since 91. Why do these people forget what club we support?
I've got no idea, mate. I don't know really how to answer. I think sometimes it's just perhaps it's just so shit, and then sometimes they just give you a little
nugget of ball.
That's it. It's just like a little nug, just to keep
Dance
you
for us.
tight.
Dance for us.
Look, sorry guys, I was in mid-flow there, and my fucking lead, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to change it. It's really got a dodgy connector. I'm gonna have to order one. Sorry guys, that's really poor. It happened earlier in the stream as well. Yeah, look, this is what I mean. Like the fan base, they're just so easily pleased. We ain't even signed these players, right? And we've signed these players, which I brought up with, which I don't think make any difference to the squad. They're pointless signings. Yeah, one maybe I can accept, one not so great signing out of one, but we've got 3 there. There's no need at all to give Ben Davis another year, right? No need at all. Dubravka, you can't tell me there's not better goalies we could have brought in to compete with Kingsley for that number 1 spot. Kingsley had 5-7 good games at the end of the season, right? 5 or 6 good games, right? That's not enough to say he's warranted that
That's
first
literally
spot.
a handful of games, by the way.
Fair
That's
enough.
literally just a handful of games.
Give him a chance, fair enough. But then you need another strong keeper to compete with him who's better than Dubravka. I'm sorry, it's poor
From
recruitment.
Burnley,
That
bro.
is so
From
bad.
Burnley.
And Robertson, I get the experience, the leadership, the professional, he'll bring to the team. I like that side of it, but he's not improving us. Yeah, he's not even going to start. A doggy will get injured, and we will see Robertson, right? And it's what Robertson's going to get on against wingers with pace and skill. Yeah, he hasn't got it anymore. Liverpool don't want him anymore. And I know I don't know who I was speaking to. I think it was actually a Liverpool fan saying that Liverpool, when a player gets to a certain age, they don't give them any more contracts, or they'll only give like a year contract. And Robertson probably wanted 2, so they've like moved him on. I get that. If he was that great still, or they would have kept him, right? Or they would have sorted something out. We're signing a player in a decline. It doesn't improve the squad. I'm just looking at this here and I'm thinking, okay, Senesi, great. I like him. Van Hecke, great. Yeah, good, 2 solid players. But those other 3, yeah, Porro, there was a chat. I think it was in the chat, or no, it was Cyril in the chat. He says Porro signing a new contract. Okay, fair enough. We've got rid of Basuma. Good, his contract ended. Yeah, he's gone. Look, guys, I'm just very, very underwhelmed, and I can't get on board with the excitement and the optimism that things are changing. They are not. And Guy Cookie, you practically agree with me. A couple of players either here or there with Robertson. It doesn't matter. The pattern is the same here. The pattern is the same. I wanted 4 or 5 players in this window who are going to improve the first team. And if that means that we can't fill all the positions we need this summer, so be it. We go on and spend money in the next window to uplift the squad.
Do you hear the excuses that's been coming from some people about signing too many players? If we sign too many players, they won't be able to play together.
Well, the worst one for me is that the transfer window hasn't opened yet. That's the new one. That's the new excuse I'm hearing from the fan base. The transfer window's open. We've signed players. Yeah, it's the financial year and it all starts on the 1st of July. So what? That's not an excuse. People are coming up with excuses and reasons and waffle why Spurs haven't got this business done. Yeah, they haven't got the big signings over the line. And until they do, and even if they do, I'm not impressed with the transfer window so far. It looks like the same old shit. Where's the planning? What are we doing here? What is the plan? And I'm not impressed, because I tell you what, we may get away with it next season because we're not in Europe. As soon as we play in Europe, we've got all those games, injuries. We're going to have to rely on the likes of Bloody Robertson, Dubravka. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And plus, we're half of the squad, mate. We've got so many players to move on. Bergvold linked out. Good. Get rid of him, yeah? I'm not impressed with him. He's not going to play. Move him on. Take 40 million, 50 million. Get him gone, right? I don't care. We need to shift out players from this squad. There's so many, especially in that final third as well. Terrible players we've got. Never going to make us better.
Midfield is dreadful, bro.
Wilson, he's not going to go because he's got a serious injury. We've got Richarlison's got to move on. Realistically, we're not going to get them all out, but we need to start getting a move on, right? We need to shift them out and bring quality in. So I'm looking at, when I'm talking about transfer windows, I'm not looking at it just in the short term. I'm looking at it in the longer term and the bigger picture, right? Whereas fans are looking at it in the short term and not thinking about the bigger picture. That's my opinion. Anyone wants to come in? and continue.
No, I'm with you, man. At the end of the day, you know, people can expect what they like. The club will get in who they get in, and it'll just be the same old, all the same old promises are made season after season. This year it's 3 lots of different people coming out with their statements saying we're going to spend this, we're going to do that. We've seen that we've been neglecting the team for whatever amount of time. It's going to change. I'm waiting. Action speaks louder than words.
And look at the football operators we've got, Cookie. And what I heard today is this Ralphie and Vinay are the ones working on these deals. Lange is not even in the picture. He's just a waste of time, right?
Yep.
So these two are working hard. This is what's reported. I think it was Paul O'Keefe, whatever, if you don't know if you rate him or not, very popular guy on X. He's in like an ITK, right? Isn't he? He's not a journalist or anything like that. He's just someone in the know. That's what's reported today, that they're working. Let me read it out, guys. Let me read it out what he actually said to give you full context of that comment. Let me read it out to you lot. Here we go. So hold on a second, let me find it. Yeah, here we go. So behind the scenes, transfer Tottenham update on X. Vinay and Ralphie are leading negotiations and all incoming deals at Tottenham. The new structure is in full swing as Spurs push to strengthen under De Zerbi.
Well, at least we know who to blame when it all fucks up then.
There you go. Look, at the end of the day, they'll be under whether they're the ones doing negotiating or not, they'll be under rule from those above. And whether deals are agreed between Vinay, Rafi, Godzilla, whoever they're sorting it out with, right? Unless they say upstairs, yeah, we can do that, no deals will get done. You know what I mean? So when we're going for these players at 80, 85, 90 million quid, and we're saying that in Tonali's case, for example, well, a contract's all sealed, he's agreed what he's getting paid, right? Sign the fucking player then. Do you know what I mean? All this, I thought the days of being 20 million under and 5 million under and whatever it is, just if you want him that bad, go and pay the money. Stop fucking about. It's just boring, Dan, every year. And like Guy said, people are expecting. Look, I'm sure maybe with different owners one day, things will change. But nothing will change with these dickheads in charge, mate, because they're just not interested in football, mate. I'm sorry, they're not.
So just
about teeth shows you that.
Fair enough, Cookie. I totally agree with you, man. Spot on. And I just this is what it is, right? So the last 13 odd days, Spurs enter Tonali race, right? Tonali agreement, right? Tonali Fernandes double swoop, right? Tonali talks. Tonali advanced. Fernandes Wharton bid. Tonali Fernandes update.
I don't even want Fernandes. I don't even want
agreement.
him.
Tonali advanced. Tonali Fernandes advanced. Fernandes Tonali doubt. It's just crazy, right? Are we going for both players because we need 2 midfielders, right? Are we going for both, or is it one or the other one, right? Does anyone know? Because we need at least 2 midfielders in this team before the season starts. Now, if we can't get these 2 players, if we can't agree a fee on it, move to the next targets.
Agreed.
There's so many quality midfielders out there. Don't waste time, because I tell you what, if we piss about with these 2, they will be taken by other clubs. Yeah, West Ham
happened exactly like last season with Eze and Morgan Gibbs-White.
Exactly, right? Spot on, exactly. So West Ham do need to sell a big player, right? They need to sell someone for a high fee. They've dropped into the Championship. They're under a bit of pressure to sell a player, which will help them with their PSR. That is true. Newcastle don't have to sell Tonali. They've already sold Gordon. They had quite a good season last year, playing in the Champions League. What's this guy? What are you doing, mate?
Oh no, I'm just moving a guitar because it fell on me.
You want to play us a tune?
No, thanks. I'd rather not.
Let's go to the chat. I want to get the chat involved here.
Yeah, get the chat involved.
Big up. I like to call you Ali.
If you don't mind, before you do, I'm going to have to wrap up, mate, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for coming on. Guys, in the chat, if you're not subscribed to Cookie, go and give him a sub. Catch his show every morning, 9:30. Breakfast show. Go and give him some support there if you're not already. Thank you so much. Cheers, Cookie, mate. Appreciate you coming on, mate.
Big up, Guy. Big up, Dan. Thanks,
See you later, Cooks.
See you
later, mate. See you later.
Bye, lad.
Just to let you know, I've got 20 minutes on my battery, bro.
Yeah. We're not going to go on too long. I just want to go through the chat and just a couple more things about Spurs.
Chat, bro.
Because once I get going, I'll get going. Sorry. Ali goes, we're going to be very ambitious this summer. Re-signs Ben Davies. Yep. What the fuck?
I think everyone felt that. Everyone's felt that, man.
No, they haven't, Guy. People are defending it, mate. You ain't been around. Yeah, people. I've been on shows and people are full blown defending it, even that they're flip flopping. They've wanted Ben Davies out of the club for years and years and years, but it's like, oh, it's all right. He's not going to play. It's only going to be fourth or fifth choice. People are arguing.
But that takes a point. That takes a place in our squad, though. For someone better. What are we doing here?
There's just no defense of it. But fan base, they're caught in this whole kind of Spurs are changing, Spurs are moving differently, and they got caught up in the hype. Yeah, caught up with the links to Tonali and Fernandes, and they go, "Oh, it's all right. It's all right, Ben Davies. He's a good servant of the club."
That good. Fernandes isn't even that good.
Okay, we can talk about him in a minute. Let's just go through the chat in a minute. Cyril says, I'm sick of the regurgitated same story on transfers, just using different words, pushing, edging, getting closer, monitoring in advance. It's all buzzwords. It's rubbish, mate. It pisses me off, but it is what it is. Some people love it. People love, it's good for content. Not me. I don't do it. I'll only talk about a play if there's a real link and it's from a proper source, and it may be a signing we could get. 90% of it is just rubbish. Savinho links are back. Now, this is an interesting one because Savinho, everyone's thinking Spurs are going in for Savinho. Maresca only signed today. How do you know? So Maresca might want to keep him. He might be part of the plans. So the whole talk around Savinho is bollocks. Isn't it, Guy?
It's all bollocks, mate. Yeah,
it's all bollocks, Guy.
It's all bollocks. It's all bollocks. Let's not run away with Savinho links, bro, because we have no idea what the fuck is going on with City at the moment. Let's do City things.
For me, I would have thought Maresca will want to look at the squad, who he wants to keep, who he wants to move on, and that's a crazy link, isn't it? Madness, yeah. I'm not saying that we might try and put a bid in. What's that? Yeah. I
said any Man City link, out of Man City, is tenuous at best, man.
Yeah, very true. Psycho Teacher, evening to you, mate. The window has been shit as usual.
Teacher,
bench user. Yeah, he's not impressed. I'm very, very advanced, extremely advanced talks. We got Rudolph in the chat. Rudolph is normally a very positive Spurs fan, so it's good to get another opinion. Guy from the lane, totally agree with your opinion. I'm not a 5-year-old waking up on Christmas morning and expect a Santa Claus to bring me presents until the players sign. I have no option links. So, fair enough. Sensible comment, Rudolph. A sensible comment. Lisa in the chat, naughty step for you, Dan. Look, sorry. I mean, this is me. Fans can celebrate and get hyped and get hopeful.
Celebrate what? We've not signed him.
Yeah, but people do, and they enjoy it, and each to their own. But I just find it that it's just going to come back and bite us in the arse, isn't it? I'm afraid. Robertson was beyond shit against Brazil.
Yes, he was.
I didn't watch it.
Yes, he was.
Was he terrible? Was he?
He was horrific.
Was he getting ripped to pieces?
The whole team was horrific, though. The whole team was horrific. Not gonna lie.
But in particular, was he getting taken on, run round? Was he, Guy? I don't know.
He's a 5 and 6 out of 10 player, bro. 5 and 6 out of 10, innit? 5 and 6 out of 10. As you said, he's over the hill. He's done 5 and 6, bro.
He is done. 100%. Burko has no rope. Now along Mikey Moore. Time to cash in. Get Sandro Tonali, £90+ million. Yeah, we need to bring him in, Tonali. I do like him.
It's out of contract. That's the reason why he's costing so much, by the way. Sorry, he's still in contract till 2031, I think. Just give me a moment. I need to get my
He is. You're
my
right, guy. He
laptop.
is. You're spot on, mate. You're spot on. Terry in the chat. Big up to Terry. How you doing, mate? Tonali has 6 goals and 7 assists in the last 2 seasons, and we're going to spend 100 million on him. This team needs goals and assists. Interesting, Terry. I've got to say, look, some people are worried about spending that much money, and he's not going to produce goals and assists. Now, for me, the going right for top midfielders is this money. We're going to have to pay it if we want to improve the starting 11. Yeah, we're going to have to pay it on a couple of players. It is overpriced. Spurs do have money. For me, I've had a look at midfielders, central midfielders, number 8s. There's not that many out there who score many goals, lots of goals. Players like Gomes gets quite a few goals. There was another player I forgot now, was on my mind the other day. Morgan Gibbs White, he can play in the number 10, number 8, scores a lot of goals, and this has had a really strong season. The problem for me, there's not that many goal scoring midfielders these days. There are some, I'm not saying not, probably more in Europe, but there's not. So for me, I think that Spurs, that should not put them off going for a player like Tonali or Fernandes, who hasn't got goals either, that we need to invest strongly in our forward line. Number 10s getting goals, wingers, forwards. Yeah, let Tonali, Fernandes, if we bring them in, do the kind of the work leading up to that area, and then it's onto those players, the forward players. And that's why we need to sign a couple of forward players in this window, a winger, left winger, priority, and striker. Yeah, yes, we could do with another number 10 possibly, because Maddison's, we don't know what he's going to be like. He's injury prone. Xavi's out for a long
I think
time.
it's going to be Maddison's last season with us next season, by the way. I think it'll be a lot his last season.
Could be. We really don't know what he's going to be like. So look, this is why I go back to the signings that we've made so far. Why we're wasting spaces. Why we're wasting on these players. I'm more getting more quality less now in this window, than improving the windows after and bringing in the same level of quality. Yeah, it may take longer. There's no rush here. The Spurs have got to get it right. Right, we might not fill all the positions, priority positions. We might not. But it looks like the club are just filling in holes here. Robertson for a doggy cover, the Bradford for Kingsley cover, Ben Davies pointless. So I'm not completely happy with this plan so far. Guy, sorry, mate, if you want to come in at any point, just
no, mate. It's your show. At this point you can vent, because you know what I'm like about the transfers. I only speak about when a signing has been confirmed, because for me it's just wasted. It's just wasting my time. It's just wasting my time. I remember last season going on streams and everyone was like, "We're getting Morgan Gibbs White, we're getting Eze," and I just kept stum. I didn't even say anything. I was like, "Well, if you think that, you go for it, mate." We didn't, so what it is. This window, we know what we need. Every Spurs fan knows what we need. If you sit down, every Spurs fan, doesn't matter if they're Enoch in, Enoch out, Vinay this, Vinay that, everyone will tell you we need wingers, we need a forward, and we need a midfielder. We have not got that yet. So for me, it's like wasted gas. You know what I mean? Like,
look at what Scott says. Spot on here. Before we signed Robertson, we needed left back. After Robertson, we still need a left back. This is it. It's spot on. It's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious, but not enough fans see it. They just accept it. Robertson always experiences. He'll bring leadership. Come on, we can buy players who can bring that to the team, who are more in their prime. Yeah, that's the solution there. We don't have to buy old players just because we need experience. No, not for me. There's always an excuse with our fans. Scott says, Ali says, we need to sign that Ghanaian witch doctor.
Yeah, for real, bro. See, here's the thing. Again, after I'm still expecting to be no more than 10th next season. Everyone's saying, this is no offense, guys. I'm putting everything on the line here. I don't care. Signings or no signings, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not expecting anything more than 10th. Oh, but we've got to wait for the signings. I don't need to wait for the signings. We will get no further than 10th. Dude, we are not getting any further than 10th.
Look, the predictions have been in already, mate. You've missed it. You've been away. We're going for the title next year.
It's not
top
prediction,
5.
It's expectation, isn't it? It's
I'm telling you, there's fans out there thinking we're in the title race 1 game a week. There's fans thinking we're going to definitely finish in the top 5 because we've got 1 game a week. It's not impossible, but come on. We've just finished 17th 2 seasons running. The squad is not good enough. Let's be honest here. Guy, what you doing, mate? What's that?
Twice in a row we've become 17th. Twice in a row,
twice
innit?
in a row. Yeah, twice in a row. We got a lot of work to do. This squad, this unnecessary pressure. Talking about Champions League football straight away next year. It's crazy stuff. If we make it, we make it. But I mean, for people to call out that we're going to do it already, and the window ain't even finished. I just look, it's just fans getting carried away. I get it. Fans can support the team how they want, but come on, guys, just have a little bit sensible about predictions and things moving forward. We just almost got relegated. It's mental stuff. Let's keep going with the chat. Simmons, when is he going to be back? Who knows? Later
Who
on
knows, mate?
in the year, mate. He's come off a serious injury. It's going to be a long time. We can't really think about him much at the moment. So
I saw an interview with him. Going over why he missed the World Cup, and there was just an interview with him. I can't remember. It was on YouTube, BBC, ITV, or whatever. It was quite nice. But yeah, he doesn't even know when he'll be back, bro. So just don't hold your breath, man.
Yeah, but big up everyone in the chat. If you could smash the like for us, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I really appreciate it. Go and subscribe to Guy as well. He's in his links here. Thank you very much. Appreciate everyone. Thank you for all your comments. Trying to get through as many as I can before we shut the show down. Let's just list a couple more points I wanted to raise around Spurs before we go back to the chat. Just wanted to make sure I covered things. Interesting, Guy, on your take on Fernandes and why you're not so impressed with that link.
Because I watched West Ham right. So every season there's always a fixture, right? That's like a Monday fixture that because I watch a lot of football, right? So last season it was a lot of West Ham. It was one of the reasons why I thought that we would get relegated ahead of them, because based on the way that they played, unfortunately, they had a massive dip in form. Not unfortunately, but fortunately. I do not rate any West Ham player that I've seen in the last 2 seasons. I didn't even really rate Kudus. I thought he was good, but I don't think he's great. I don't think Fernandes is that good. I do not think so. And people are going to be like, oh, but West Ham are shit. Of course he'll play shit. Well, Jared Bowen played shit last season as well, mate. No offense. Like he was hitting woodwork left, right, and centre. Paquetá,
so how
he
many
was
times have you
useless as
watched him? How many times have you watched Fernandes a whole match of West Ham last season, mate?
Whole
how
match,
many times?
I would say about 8 or 9 times.
And you weren't impressed?
No.
You don't think he's a good player. So why is this hype about him then, in your opinion? In a lot of the Man United are linked to him.
I don't know, bro. I hear people spending 3-4 hours out of their day to watch highlight reels. I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, look, I'm not the universal arbiter on whether a player is good or not, right? It takes a lot to impress me. Number one, it really does. Like, see, they've got to have a good first touch. They've got to have a good weight of pass. Like, there's things that I look at.
So what was he doing wrong then? What? Okay, let's look at it like this, Guy. Yeah. Let's try and break this down. What wasn't he doing good? What was he doing good or not?
No spatial awareness. But then again, he could have just given up, because all of this hangs on the fact that obviously he wants to leave West Ham during that season, right? So I think a lot of players.
But he was playing well though. His stats last season are very strong. Blow up your screen, mate, if you can. I know you're not a stat man. I know you're more the eye test. But let's bring it down. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Can you see his stats on there?
Yeah, blue, right?
Yeah. So he's So this is what he's good at. So look, compared to those other midfielders that we've been linked with, Humland is just somebody I just thrown in the mix just to kind of compare him. Okay. He's a very useful midfielder playing for Sporting Lisbon. I thought he's a really good player. Now look at Fernandes. There's at the top in the blue. He's strong on duels, winning possession. Progressive carries not so strong, but overall forward passes is not too bad. 74, stronger than the likes of Wharton and Tonali. But yeah, very strong then. He's only 21, so it's time for him to get better. And he's got Premier League experience, played for Southampton, obviously West Ham. Okay, he's been relegated twice, but that's not his fault. I don't want to be so one-sided with that. Some fans was like that. We can't spend that much money on a player who's relegated 2 teams. I don't care about that. I don't care about that either. But if you look at his stats there, he's a strong midfielder. Yeah, he's a strong midfielder. There's no arguments there.
Okay.
Yeah. So is that kind of maybe shifted your thinking at all on that, or are you still
No,
going with the eye test?
it's not just the eye test. Here's the thing. It's just like, I'm not saying he's a bad player. Whenever I start criticizing players, people are like, but he's not a bad player. But
Is it
I'm
the
not saying
price
he's
then?
a
Is it the
bad player.
price? Is it the price then? What's
Oh, I
upsetting you?
I don't care about the price. I don't care about the price. I don't like his spatial awareness. I don't like his first touch. Yes, I was going to say he's good at progressing the ball forwards. He's good at duels, yes. But look, does he impress me? No, he doesn't impress me. If we get him, he's better than what we've got. So yeah. But that's
Okay, it's
such a,
fine, mate. We'll
you know what I
rate
mean? Yeah.
players differently. I'm not don't want to get
Yeah.
caught up on it. But
Yeah.
it's a play I like the player. I think he'll improve us. I think we need better players in that midfield. Is there an alternative then, Guy? And I know you don't like the transfer talk, but you know, just for the stream, is there anyone that you would like Spurs to get, or anyone that you've looked at that
Dude,
you know?
look, anyone, what would be nice, anyone from look, any kind of the midfielders from like Dortmund, Leverkusen, any of the top, look, at the end of the day, just start looking in the top 5. Look at the leagues, look at the top 5 leagues of La Liga and Bundesliga. I don't watch Liga, but why not look at Liga? Just look at those top 5 teams, right? And just pick any of those, because any of those are going to be better than what we have. We just need better. That's it. Like I could reel off names, but it's all just gas. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm
Yeah.
wasting
Okay.
my time, your time, and the chat's time.
Fair enough,
You know?
mate. Fair enough. I know it's yeah, fair enough. I hear you. I hear you. Just stay with
I'd
us.
love
Stay
to
with us.
entertain them, mate. Why don't we get Oliver Close off? You know, get Oliver Close off, or you know, maybe Cunny Lingus. Cunny Lingus will do good for our team. You know what I mean?
Look, okay, let's go to the chat. Rudolph, he says, I think you know why Robertson was signed. Club priority is to make profit, which means spend as little as possible, maximum revenue from fans. Fans want to win trophies. No, Venn diagram over. Fair enough, man. I agree.
Yeah.
Terry in the chat says Fernandes is a very good player, but he's not an 80 million player. And I think 60 million, and I think that's it. I'm not completely comfortable with the price. It is too
Is
much
he
for
on
that player.
contract?
Yeah, he's in a contract. He's young. He's got a lot of potential. I think De Zerbi could improve
but
him
how long
more.
is it?
I don't know, but it's a lot of money for him. It is a lot of money, and that is probably why
Dude.
Spurs haven't completed that signing, because they're trying to get it for cheaper. There's talks about Mikey Moore getting sent to West Ham, which I don't think is going to go down too well with the fan base. Yeah. Look, let's keep going. Surreal says my main issue with signing players from relegated teams is because Spurs sign going cheap, trying to get cut price for decent, but nothing special
Dude.
players. We do this all the time, don't we?
He's on a
Signing
5-year contract. He's on a 5-year contract with him. Of course, he's going to be expensive. People forget this. You have to buy out the contract as well. This is why a 60 million pound player becomes an 80 million pound player. It's the contract that you have to buy out. So yeah, the money, to me, is he worth 80 million? No, but we're going to have to pay it to get him. We might even have to pay 100 because of that long contract.
Yeah. Let's keep going in the chat. Let's have a look in some of the latest comments here. Let's go in this. Hold on a second. Let's have a look. Let's catch up a bit. Scott says Fernandes has so much of what we need in midfield. Yeah, I agree, man. It's a good player. I would take it. We need to get both. One's not enough. And if we can't get Fernandes, we got to go for a player similar level, good, better, even better, or the same level. The midfield is a massive issue at Spurs.
Yeah,
We've really got nobody there. I'm happy with Bentancur just for now, but he needs to go longer term. I'm happy out of all the midfielders, I would stick with Bentancur now, but longer term we do need to look to replace him and upgrade him. All the other midfielders we have, I want out of the club. Yeah, I'm not happy with them really. I'm then talking central midfielders here. Yeah,
I want them all gone, mate. I want them all gone. Star, Bentancur. I want Gallagher gone as well, but we just got him, so
yeah, we got to be realistic there.
I've got to be honest. I've said this to you, Dan, in private. Like, I don't give a twaz if we sell every single squad player.
Yeah,
I've got no affiliation with any of them.
But this season, this win transfer window was supposed to be a reset, and it's not. Let's be honest, it's not a reset. We're being conned. We are being conned.
I believe it when I see it, mate. It's the same. It's the same thing with me not buying a Hotspur One membership to watch games next season, bro. I'll watch some games in the FA Cup. If we get to the semi-final of the FA Cup, I'll be there. But the rest of it,
mate, you've missed out, mate. Keeping your season ticket because they're offering free Spurs play now. And
yeah, go shove it, mate. I'll be saving 50 quid a year.
And the Athletic, don't forget about that.
Yeah, again, I don't read that crap either.
Mate, that is madness. If that makes any fan happy, shocking stuff.
My mate's done a video on that.
I know you're talking about.
Too much of
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen the video. Yeah. It's Lisa, to close off, that isn't the time. Oh, you place cheeky. Big up, Lisa. I hope you're good. Big up, Lisa. Always supporting the channel. Thanks so much. Sonny, he says they can't take grade 2 as a sweetener. Take grade for sweetener for me and more.
Take them all, man.
Take them, get them gone. 1 year loans to get them promoted. Fair enough. Yeah, I think Gray, if we're not selling Grauberg, I'll loan them out. Yeah, give them first team spots in other teams. I'm not convinced by either of those two. Gray, Saar, Bergvall, they can all leave. They can have all three.
Yeah, go. Just go, bro.
And then they could have Bentancur as well.
Yeah. Agree, Scott. Me and Scott agree about all of this, by the way. Like, just sell them all.
James doesn't agree with you here. He says, don't agree with Guy on this one. The boy's excellent player in a poor team.
Excellent.
He's 21.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Excellent. Under
disagree. Excellent.
He's 2 levels above anything we got.
It doesn't matter.
Fernandez.
Yeah, I agree that he's 2 levels above what we've got, but what we've got is absolute dog shit. That's the problem.
So the last bit of bullshit that I'm going to read tonight before we shut the show down is the last bit of bullshit, and I'll read it out to you. It's just probably nonsense. I don't know where it's come from. Tottenham Hotspur have offered Tonali a massive 86 million 6-year deal to join the club from Newcastle. Spurs have made the Italian international their top summer target, and it's understood they have agreed a personal package worth of 275k a week with the player following talks with his agency, GR Sports. And in total, if you include bonuses, it looks like being an astonishing outlay from Spurs to get the job done, worth 200 million when it comes to salary, bonuses, signing on fees, and the amount they pay Newcastle. I mean, we're talking fucking crazy money. Yeah,
well, that's how much it is anyway, because essentially the player market in the Prem is just being hyperinflated over the last 3 seasons. This is because of various factor of things that I won't go into.
Do you know what, all this noise, Guy, yeah, all this noise, all this information, all this rubbish, yeah, we see online all the time. Just fucking sign the player.
See online.
And
I don't see
people in the chat, other fans, not everyone. I get it. I get why you switch off from it. Just sign the player. I want it announced. Newcastle accepted the fee, going for his medical.
That doesn't sell newspapers, though.
No, but this is what it is with the play. This is it with the club, right? They're cheeky. They're throwing all this stuff out there to impress the fans, and the fans are falling for it, right? They want to show ambition. Yeah, this is what it is. We finished 17th. Let's throw these stories out to the fan base to get them on side, and it's fucking working. Yeah, this is it. It's all a game. It's all of it.
I've had it, mate. Morgan, Gibbs, White, Ebereche, Eze, and Semenyo, bro. That's 3 names straight off the back. Remember, everyone was excited that we were going to get Semenyo, bro. Oh, we're getting Semenyo, bro. We're getting Semenyo, bro. Where was Semenyo, bro? We didn't get Semenyo, bro. It's engagement, it's noise, and to me, I'm just like, look, if the club gonna pay it, the club gonna pay it. I want us to go back to the newspapers where I didn't have to hear about this till the next day. Because it's, to me, like I say, I just switch off from it. Because to me, it's just insane.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
just
know, man. I
insane.
know. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you've had to listen to this tonight.
No,
But,
no, I don't mind it. When I come on your show,
yeah.
on your show, I'm happy to talk about it, and then I could switch off again.
Yeah, I've got to get it off my chest, and we have to.
Yeah,
You
get
know,
it
I
off,
did say
bro.
I wanted to do some Spurs talk tonight, and yeah, we had to do it. We had to get it off our chest. And Surreal in the chat says Daniel Levy says we got our pants pulled down over Van Hecker deal. Says a man that paid over 60 million for Dombele, Richarlison. It's a joke, man.
Yeah, exactly,
Pants
bro.
pulled down. We paid the money Brighton wanted. He's a good player,
Daniel
solid
Levy,
player.
just shut up, bro. I
Yeah,
don't want to ever hear about Daniel Levy ever again.
no, and fair enough, man. I'm with you there, Surreal, on that one. Aussie
Yeah,
Ann says,
same
I
here,
wonder
mate.
what the odds would be if we could do the domestic triple next season. Okay.
Slim and none, bruv.
Yeah. Then another thing I wanted to say before we shut the show down is just this whole, so much talk. Spurs are linked to everybody, but there's nothing, right? We haven't got these players. We're not any closer of getting these players.
No.
Yeah. Don't be fooled by it. Do not be fooled by it. I'm sorry.
Don't even read it. Don't read it.
You listen to other fans from other clubs, they're not falling for it. They're not falling for all Spurs linked to everybody. Yeah, we ain't signed anybody. No game changers, no statement signings. It's all talk. Yeah. And don't fall for it. We probably won't end up with them. And this is it. And you'll just be disappointed. And this is the game. It's just all a game. A couple more comments and I'm going to shut the show down. I think people have had enough of me moaning. James says, agree, it's not worth 8 million. Who is to break the cycle? We have to pay big for level 1 players. We do. We just have to go with it. Other big teams pay the money for good players.
Yeah, it's player inflation. It's player inflation. People need to realize this, that like the good old days of getting 40 mil, 50 mil for a good player doesn't exist anymore because those players are in contract, and also the player inflation. I could go on hours for this, by the way, Dan, because I've got all the research because I researched it. But we do have to pay it.
Yeah, we have to pay it. Let's pay it. Cheers, man.
Yeah.
And
it's not worth it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, 5 billion to 1 for Spurs to do the triple. And
so
Scott says
saying there's a chance
less than 0, and we even compete for any success next season. And Cyril says 8th would be a decent improvement. One good cup one is probably losing. Quarterfinal due to lack of squad depth. And then Sonny says pure click bait, and what a comment to leave it on. Big up to everyone who's joined us tonight. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to Guy, subscribe to Cookie, who came on earlier as well. Yeah, I'm exhausted by it. Talking Spurs has already got me depressed. I should have kept it World Cup talk.
If you want optimism, mate, you've come to the wrong person, bro. Like, you want to talk about transfers and say, oh, we linked to players. I'm like, no, we ain't, bro. We're not. I've heard it all before, man. Semenyo, Eze, Morgan Gibbs-White, heard it all before. Emmanuel Petit, heard it all before. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Big up, everyone. Good night to you all. Yeah, go and watch. Go and watch Germany, Paraguay now. And also Man City announced signing for just first. Why can't we? Because there's no deals. Big up. Good night, everyone. Take care of yourself. And I'll be back at some point. Take care. Cheers, Guy, for coming on, mate. Take care.
Oh,
bye-bye.
Pleasure never at all, mate.
Cheers, Surreal. Take care. Bye-bye.